Hello, PAM employees. Hey! I am still in shock that this game is getting an English dub. I could barely sleep on Sunday. I was in so much shock. I got like nothing done the rest of the entire evening after that announcement was made. I have not recovered since then. We'll watch the trailer at like the 30-minute mark or so, but I'm not putting a timer today just in case. We're just doing React anyway, so if I end up doing it sooner or a bit later, it's fine, but holy moly. If you don't know about this game, you genuinely have no idea why this is so crazy. If you recognize this image, or if you know the game, you might have an inkling why it's crazy. We'll talk about it a bit more 30 minutes in. I wanted to go over the cast and stuff too. It's just, it is nuts. It is nuts. Because I had to delay because there's just, you know, the typical Monday explosion of things I didn't realize I was going to wake up to. The pain with taking a day off, you come back and everything is going crazy and you're like, oh my god. Firstly, let me say hi because I feel bad about the delay. Hello, Vongala. And hello, C14. And Aaron Kelly and Persona Blank. And Josh. I hope you guys had a good weekend, whether you were at Anime Expo or not. I got heat exhaustion. I hope you guys managed to avoid it. I know for a lot of people it was a really, really hot weekend. I thought it might be just heat exhaustion, but I think it might actually be a migraine because I still feel kind of bad today. I don't think I would still feel bad today. That's weird. So I just took some painkiller and hopefully it'll kick in soon. Hello, Yalter and Demo and Sharky Doko and Furtree. Wait, the game? Yes. Yes. Not even the anime, the game! Good god. Hello, Void Spark! Hello, Arkan Koda, Hatsi14 on Twitch, and Dipshittian, and Heisenberg, and Shinir Masaki, and Furnace Blast, and Ice Fox who forgot to use code Obake PAM when buying my summer merch. Make sure you don't forget to use code Obake PAM. To be honest, if you don't use it, it's not like the end of the world for me. The most important thing for me is if you use the links that I give, because then it helps support the streams the most. It's unfortunate for you if you forget to use the link, because then you're paying 6% extra. That's not my problem. Hello, Emilio JF, and Crossing, and Brandon, and Dark Shadows, and Rokumuro. Hello, Ridwan, and Funvol Gunvol. And hello, Minnie. Let me see. If they don't add the nice boat meme, I genuinely am so torn. Part of me wants them to just do the game like normal justice, and part of me, oh, not many. That's M-A-N-J-Y. That's not many. My brain. There's Thunder in the name. I'm gonna call you Thunder. My brain is like broken. I cannot remember anything right now. I need the painkiller to kick in. Anyway, if they don't add a reference somewhere in the game that says nice boat, I don't care how they do it, even if it's like a cast commentary, I'll be disappointed. There has to be something that says nice boat. If you've ever heard anyone just randomly say nice boat, this is where it's from. This is the boat game. Well, more like the anime, but still. Hello, Mechanics, and Ballistic Prowls, and Solarak, and DQ Really. We're getting a boat in English? We are getting a boat in English dub. Wait until you find out about the cast, too. You're gonna be surprised. It's... holy moly. It's both stacked and unexpected And the best part is so many people don't know what school days is. So they're like posting, being like, what is this? Why is it going viral? And all of us who know are just like, oh, sweet summer child. It's such a good time to be alive right now for like retro anime fans. It is the time to be alive. I'm hoping this means we get more stuff coming out. Like, I don't know. Imagine Umi Neko visual novel or Higurashi or like Slow Damage English dub. That'd be crazy. Also, I'm gonna confess, just announcing this made me buy Slow Damage because I remembered it existed. I kept meaning to buy it, but I didn't. It's rated #1 on their website every single time I go on their website. So you know what? I bought Slow Damage. If you don't know what Slow Damage is, it's even worse than School Days, so don't look it up. It's by the same creators of Dramatical Murder, which admittedly I didn't actually know until yesterday. And as soon as I found out, I was like, you know what? This makes a lot of sense, actually. Hello, Smoke. Hello, Landro Rodolfo. Hello, TB64. And hello, Yoshinaga. I've heard the endings in the visual novel. I haven't actually played it, but from what I've been told and what I've seen from some screenshots, it's even worse than the anime in terms of being like really disturbing. So yeah, we're in for a good time. I did not hydrate. I was too excited. Hello, Yoshinaga. It's not like not going to school for a day and you missed out on a food fight or something. Oh, speaking of school, I think it might be because of school days. I actually had a dream last night that I was going back to high school. I don't know why I was going back to high school. Like, I was the same age as now, but for some reason I decided to go back to high school so that I could get more classes and be smarter. But then the classes I signed up in were shit like the history of Ocarina of Time. Stuff that definitely is not a real class in high school. And I went back, but I was an hour late because I'm always just late. And I showed up, and because I was late, I guess I missed the entrance ceremony, which had stuff on the wall that said where our classes were. So, like, I didn't actually know what classes I got into or where my classes were or where to go. So I had to wait in the office and ask the secretary, who for some reason is like this kind old lady that lives on my street, not actually a principal or anything. And I was waiting for the secretary to help me, and she kept having phone calls and a lot of stuff coming up, and she wasn't able to help me. And I was like getting increasingly panicked and stressed because I was missing all my classes. I didn't even know where to go, and I'm like, I missed another one. Like, what do? I can't just go into random classrooms and hope it's my class. Like, can you please help me and tell me what classes I'm in? And she kept being like, oh, just wait. And then the day ended, and I didn't get to go to a single class. And she's like, oh, come back tomorrow. So I go back the next day, and the same thing happens, and I'm just sitting there missing all my classes. And then eventually I wake up and I'm not put through high school hell anymore, thank God. Hello, Windsor. Man, I keep trying to resist. Now that I know this game is coming out, the temptation to start streaming on Blue YouTube, not even for any bad reasons. Like, I guess not bad, just not what I'd want to do. No PAM service streams. No only PAM streams. But I could stream with this exact setup, and I could play full edoge, and I could play Slow Damage. I'd probably lose all my followers, but I'd be living my best life, so it would be pretty great. You're barbecuing in 106 degrees? Do you mean you were actually, like, running a barbecue, or you were barbecuing, you were the meat, and this planet was the grill? Either one sounds accurate, honestly. 101 is a fever! When outdoors is hotter than a fever, you know that it's a problem. Hello, Arcadra and GM Fighter. Only 20 Celsius for you? Damn. I'm jealous. That's the good temperature. Hello, Lisa DeRogue. As soon as it goes above that, that's when it's bleh. Hello, Christian Yabuki. Whenever someone refers to an anime as wholesome, they're either serious or it's 100% the opposite. That is true. School Days is very, very much the opposite. It's a game. It's like eroge, but it's also horror at times. It's just really disturbing. Most people should never go near School Days is the best way I can word it. Am I part of the cast? No. If I was part of the cast, I wouldn't be blindsided by this announcement. God, I wish. That would have been like the chance of a lifetime. I am not part of the cast. I'm just freaking out about it because the entire announcement is crazy. Yeah, hello, Bitternet. We have the emergency weeb news. Yeah. It's crazy. Hello, Prepsilon. Oh. Time for many people to be reintroduced to the joy of a nice boat. I wonder how many people are going to end up watching the anime while they're waiting for the game, not knowing what the anime is. Let me put it this way. For anyone who has never ever played or watched School Days, let me tell you two things, just two of the things you can expect in this game. Sex. Decapitation. In no particular order. So it's a game and it's an anime and it's wow. I would not have expected that it was getting an English dub. Even better, the casting director is actually someone I didn't realize I was mutuals with. The casting director goes by an alias called Yaranaika, which literally just means let's have sex. So I'm just like, wow, this entire team knows exactly what they're getting into. This is incredible. I'm so happy that this exists in the year 2026. While MasterCard and Visa might be trying to kill all of our enjoyment, we have companies like Just who don't give a single frick and are providing us with god-tier ancient memes. I love them. It's truly a good time to be alive again. Man. Let me guess, Slow Damage is a game that makes you question things? Slow Damage! Let me read the trigger warning page for Slow Damage. I always have a good time reading it. First of all, it's an explicit 18+ yaoi. Second, Slow Damage trigger warnings. Let me see if I can find a list. Okay. It is actually really messed up. Like I'm not saying yay to all of these things. Like it's a really disturbing game. Just to put into perspective, how dark this game is. Content warning! According to Lutris.net's review of the game. The story contains mature themes with references to rape, human trafficking, suicide, child abuse, self-injury, medical malpractice, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and gender dysphoria that may not be suitable for players sensitive to these topics. The entire opening of the game has people absolutely mutilated. I do not recommend if you don't like dark content. If you can handle dark content, it's supposedly one of the best visual novels of all time, to the point that even people who don't like yaoi enjoy this game. It is the #1 rated game on Jest. Also, speaking of, I love the stereotype that, like, female otaku, so pure, so wholesome, love magical girl stuff, so innocent. Oh my god, let me show you the top 5 trending stuff on Jest's website, which sells quite a bit of porn. Let me show you the top 5 trending games. It's not Bishoujo games. It's not the Moe games. Oh no. Oh no, it is not. The top 5 trending games. I don't recognize 3 of them, but based on the aesthetic, I strongly feel like they're probably also yaoi. But I do recognize the first 2 as some of the most innocent yaoi, not innocent, infamous yaoi to ever be made. You have slow damage, which is the one I was just talking about. Dramatical murder. If you haven't heard of slow damage, you've probably heard of dramatical murder. And then 3 that I don't recognize, but I have a feeling are probably along the same lines. Basically, if I had to take a guess at all 3 of these, they all look like... The one in the middle, number 3, I don't know if it's violent. But the other 4 look like very violent yaoi. So... I love proving people wrong. I did not fall asleep watching YouTube videos, believe it or not. I watched a very normal movie yesterday. I try to watch normal stuff on my days off. I watched a movie. It was a really old movie. I think it's called Sweet Home Alabama. I laughed at the title because of memes. And I watched it. The movie was kind of bad though. It was just dumb. Hello, Jeffrey. Hello, Carrick. But yeah, it's a time to be alive. I'm glad Jast exists. Hello, the building and Flash Strafe. Reminds me when you lost your schedule and ended up in the same class that are in the wrong class. That would be so scary. Hello, the T-Sense. Hello, Suni and Elbow Chicken. Kotona, your favorite school days character? She's very sane. Very sane. Trust. Very sane. Yeah. Is school days worse than the bully show? I think it's subjective. I think it's genuinely subjective. It is a trash fire, said affectionately. People really love the game though. I never got around to playing it, but the remastered, I'm gonna have to finally play it for once. Hello, Cyprox and Antares. Hello, DFC. Why they gotta go full decapitation? Oh, there's a reason. There's a reason. Let's just say the decapitation was perhaps a little related to NTR. Yeah. It's a time. It's a time. Hello, Kyle Bridges. And hello, the Fontifo. Anyway, it's wow. I'm still in shock. We'll watch the trailer in a little bit, and then look at the voice cast and stuff. Hello, Joe Andres. Just tends to not give a fuck in general. Honestly, I love that for them. They're dedicated to releasing games as authentically as the creators intended, and I like that. It's important. It's important because once you start censoring a creator's vision, it just becomes weird grounds for a lot of stuff. Hello, Jerson! School Days remastered English dub. At least the anime ain't getting a dub. I mean, I don't know if I'd say at least. The game is even darker. But yeah, it's not the anime. Although I wonder if it'll lead to getting the anime done, because I know there are some companies recently that have been dubbing older anime, so if it's really popular, they might come around to it. Hello, Jao Shigeru. I wouldn't say the art style looks like Death Note. It's more early 2000s moe style. Same era as Death Note, but very different art. It's got that classic, like 1990s, 2000s eroge look. I really like that type of art style. Hello, GTF. You love Jast USA's post about it. A lot of you think the game is gonna not have the explicit parts. You don't know how we roll. Yeah, wait till I read the English cast. Oh no, they're gonna dub it explicit and all. Listen, the casting director is a casting director that works on Project Melodies and Not Between Worlds. They're not gonna hold back. No way. I wonder, no, I was gonna say I could do it on Discord, like stream members or something, but I feel like that there's too many grounds for danger where I don't have the member server and stuff blocked. I don't want to cause problems. Can you think of any other Japanese visual novel that's gotten the English dub? That's the fun part. Not even the Steins Gate visual novel got an English dub. I don't know why they chose School Days of all things. I'm not complaining, but I don't know why they chose School Days of all things to experiment with. That's why I was blindsided by this announcement. It was so shocking. Ella Requiem? No other visual novel was fully animated like this. I mean, Steins Gate was. There was the Steins Gate visual novel that was basically the anime but expanded. Did you hear that? Phoebe is going to be in the game. Yes! But I'll talk about the cast after we watch the trailer because it has some reveals in it. So I thought it'd be more fun to watch the trailer and then we can go through and look at the list. Hello, Cat Pumpkin. Let's say that Pro Tycoon isn't the nicest guy around. He's a piece of shit. He's absolute garbage. He deserved the nice boat scene, okay? MC of School Days is genuine shitty person. He is the shitty person. This is literally like the nice boat ending is literally, oh my, if this is not the consequences of your own actions. He fucked around and found out. So it's, you know, it's definitely something. Hello, Agent. Hello, Rosy Tiger. Game is definitely darker. Yeah, there's more bad endings. There's a lot of bad endings. It's a very, very long game. Hello, DJ. But yeah, it's crazy. There's so much. There's only 3 bad endings out of 21 in the game. I think I misread somewhere then. I thought someone said there was like 21 bad endings. Maybe it's only 21 of the endings. I think I might have misread if that's the case. Hello, Yuppie. Imagine if they did a redub of Shuffle. Did the Shuffle game ever get a dub? I know it has a game, but I never looked into it too much, so I wasn't sure. They were just so shockingly violent, they became the most recognizable part of the game. I wouldn't say it's because they were so shockingly violent. I'd say it's because the anime adapted them for some reason. It's definitely... The anime could have chosen some of the wholesome endings, but no. It chose the boat. Ours, a choice they didn't have to make, but definitely made. Also, let's not get into the cast yet, okay, Nathan Malik? I wanna review the cast after we watch the trailer. Let's leave some surprises. That's kind of what I agree, though, Answer, as I feel like School Days is a good way to bring awareness to their brand. It's a good way to bring awareness to their brand. And it's a really good way to advertise it because it's so infamous that even people who've never heard of Jas are now going to know who they are. So I think it's been a brilliant marketing move. It's also a mood, but yeah. Anyway, it's crazy. It's crazy. Man. Hello, Bonnie Stanton. Shuffle, holy callback, indeed. My entire brain when I heard Shuffle went like da na 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 na. That's not Shuffle though. What is that? Was that School Rumble? I feel like it might have been School Rumble. Na 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 na. Oh wait, Sentimental Generation. Is that the name of the song? What is that from? Na 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 na. Our generation. Oh, School Rumble. It is School Rumble. Okay. I never watched School Rumble, but I had it on Stepmania. And I had Shuffle on Stepmania. Ironically, that's how I know both of them, from Stepmania. Ella Raza and the Principal. Hello, Gamer Dude. Anyway. Ella Zeno XC. Ella the GTF. The bad endings were so infamous, it was the only correct way to go. That's fair. Anyway, let's watch the trailer, yeah? Hello, Mercenary. I'll mute my BGM. And let's give the trailer a look. For anyone who hasn't seen it, I'll restart it. I still can't believe this is real. Fully voiced in English. Not even partial voice acting. Full voice acting. Man.
It was the start of the second semester when I first...
So we got PM Seymour as the voice of Makoto Ito. He's one of the people that, believe it or not, I am Twitter mutuals. We both voice acted in Gunvolt. So that was really exciting to see as Makoto.
When I first noticed her taking the same train as me. But that's when I began to take an interest in her.
Oh dear, he's taking phone pictures. What a creep!
Not Katsura.
And Caitlin Barr as Kotonoha!
And one more thing. May I call you Makoto-kun too?
Yep. There's
And Brittany Loda as Sekai Silence. She's done a lot of stuff. I really like the voice for Sekai. I'll replay it again so you can hear it properly. She did a really nice job with it.
nothing more fun than watching someone else's relationship grow, you know? A world made for just two people. And not like my name. I
Yeah, just two.
mean actual worlds.
You idiots.
And then we have Yalitza Delgado voicing Setsuna.
Start acting
I
your
like
age
Setsuna's
and stop
design.
picking on girls. You already got Sekai. Yet here you are with another girl. I'm going to tell Sekai.
There was a real
And then we have Kaylee Mills, who's the voice of Rappy for Hikari Kuroda.
and pleasant atmosphere between her and Ito.
Won't you be in trouble?
And we have Bakusatsu for Nanami Kanroji.
Bull if your Ito's eye strays towards Katsura.
And then we have Sarah Ragsdale for Otomi Kato.
Did Katsura say something to you? What do you...
And Mint Phantom! VTuber fans are winning. There's multiple VTubers in this cast. I did not expect to see Maid Mint voice acting in school days. I screamed. This is one of the announcements that I screamed when I saw. Yeah, we have Mint! We have Mint! And I know how much Mint loves Edogate too, so that made me so happy.
What are you talking about? Not to me, it's not like you've got anyone either.
See, it's Mint! So cool!
Hello!
And then you have Diana Garnet as Itaru Ito. Diana Garnet is one of the most influential people fighting for remote voice actors like me who do not live in Texas or LA. And I know that Diana is also in Japan, so seeing her get something in a game this big made me really happy. I'm really happy they're just getting awesome roles.
Hello!
Mhm.
I'm Itaru! And
And then we have Phoebe!
You hear about the charm
We
you
have
can do with the
Phoebe! I'm
camera?
sorry, I
Huh?
skipped by
What?
accident. We have Phoebe as Kokoro!
Hechan's been acting strange lately.
You hear about
I love Phoebe! We got 2/3 of Densetsu.exe in School Days dub. It's crazy! Yeah, Mint 2, Redbox, Mint 2! Mint and Phoebe! I'm so happy. And Jesse and Okawa as Taisuke!
the charm you can do with the camera? Huh? What? You never heard about it? It's pretty popular with the girls.
And then we have a bunch of other voice actors too. We have Brandon Acosta and Gina Galore. Michaela Laws! Michaela is also very lovely. Michaela is very, very kind too. Michaela has been someone who's always been very kind and encouraging to me, and honestly, when I caved and bought my fancy vocal booth, you can literally, at least to a large extent, thank Michaela for some very kind words from her end that were one of the main things that pushed me over the edge of fine, I'll buy it. So I'm so happy to see Michaela getting something awesome like this. And Laura Flaherty and Tempty and Alexandra Marie and Angel Haven Ray. Yeah, it's just a really, really stacked cast. And there's one thing I want to talk about with this cast. We'll finish the trailer and then I'll bring it up. It means a lot to me. Hello, Zoki. My tracking died. Hold on. I wonder if I can stream it as long as I have a censor bar ready or something. What if I play it so bad? Anyway, What I wanted to talk about, and another reason that dark endings, all the endings, Master Minos, all of the endings. One thing that I wanted to mention about this that means the most to me is that I noticed in the cast, there's a lot of people in the cast that are not based in Texas or Los Angeles. It is the ads! No! Hold on, let me go fix it. There shouldn't be any ads. If there's ads, then my setup, it seems to reset it back to manual ads whenever I go live. Let me go in and fix that. I gotta kill it. No ads. Wish it didn't switch back, but anyway. No more ads! I killed them, so they shouldn't have any more. But, yeah, Furry Treat, thank you for the hostage. I appreciate it. You just got an ad too. I killed them for now, so they shouldn't come back on unless I do it. What I was gonna say though is that for school days, a reason this is such a big deal to me personally, for something that big getting a dub remotely, is that you have to understand, like 90%, maybe even 99% of the voice acting out there for games and anime will only consider you, not even cast you, will only consider you if you live in Los Angeles or in Texas. That's how the industry operates. Despite people having home studios that sound just as good, and not everyone being able to move to those places, they will not even hear you for an audition unless you're already stupid famous and are a rare exception, or if you live in those places for most things. And there have been slowly more and more companies that are willing to give people a chance, even if they don't live in those areas. Mostly it's indie, but there have been other things as well. And especially as someone who does not live in either of those places and does not want to live in either of those places, it's especially frustrating because I know for a fact that, yeah, exactly, there's people that are disabled that have to work from home too. I know for a fact that during COVID, everyone was scrambling to record anime and stuff from home. During COVID, people spent thousands of dollars on home studios so that they could record from home, and suddenly those are almost useless because most companies now want you to go back in person. But the thing is, not everyone can go in person. In person is a great option because there's some people there that don't have a home studio, but you're disregarding instantly a lot of people that are really, really good but don't live in those places for whatever reason. It's especially true for people who aren't even American and want to work on English dubs. Like, what about fantastic actors that live in the UK, Canada, Australia, or even any other country and just happen to be fluent in English? There's a lot of Japanese voice actors in Japan even. Literally, voice actors that are bilingual with their first language English in Japan who cannot work on many English dubs because they don't live in the United States. That's really weird. And it means a lot of people that could be the best voices you ever hear never even get a chance. And it's one of the reasons you end up hearing the same voices over and over and over. What about aspiring VAs in New York or in the Midwest? I feel like New York probably has some things, but to a much, much smaller degree than Texas or LA. It's more like a film city. But the Midwest, like, you're gonna find the rare thing that'll take you from home or you're not getting shit. That's why the EN director for Nikkei is based. It makes me so bad want to figure out like how to get on his roster. I want to get on his radar. I don't know if I'd ever be considered anyway. I don't know if I'm good enough or if my studio is good enough, but like, I do respect a lot that he lets people work from home, and it makes me really want to figure out how to like get in that circle. But I'm really happy that some places are giving people a chance, and especially in a world where it feels like less and less places are giving people a chance, seeing something as big as School Days giving people a chance, because I know multiple of those actors are not in those places, it just made me so happy to see. And I hope it maybe sparks a decent future for any potential for those of us that aren't there, you know? Yeah. Doing voice work at home, time to invest in those soundproof box rooms. The thing is, I have something that's very close. I've done some voice work from here. But, I had to... Basically, that's the reason I had to invest 5 figures in a proper home one, because the only way I can stand a chance in hell of being considered for big LA opportunities from home and not in LA is if I have the name brand to back me up. And even then, the chances are extremely slim, but they basically go from none to almost none, so at least it's something. I told the story before, but I took out a business loan to invest in it, and I'm just really, really hoping it pays off. The closet's not as good as you think, unfortunately, dear-san. I have a closet that I've been using, and I was talking to a company that does cast from home for I'm not gonna say what, but big gacha games. I was talking to the people there, and they heard my audio quality and said no. And there's nothing I can do to fix the problems they said other than buy a name brand, essentially. I could try to make one cheaper than name brand, but the thing is, if I have the name recognition, people will hear that and immediately know that I'm okay. And instead of fighting and fighting and fighting to be taken seriously, it's just, I feel like it's the only way. Otherwise, I'm kind of just fighting, instead of uphill battle, it's like an up cliff battle. So it's a little scary, but it felt like the only option I have if I want to give things a chance. Absolute worst case, nothing comes from it. Maybe in a few years down the road I can sell it. It'll suck, but at least I can say I tried, which is the main thing. I don't want to regret never trying, if that makes sense. Also, hello, Dark Falcon. Yeah, there are some there's a lot of recording studios in New York. I feel like there's probably a lot of commercials done in New York. Just for, like, our purposes here, I don't think there's a lot of animation, video games, or anime in New York. There's definitely some. I know there's one studio that does anime dubbing in New York. They've done some projects, but they have, like, a sister studio in LA, and most of their actors are from the LA side, but I think there's, like, an option to work from New York. Video games, that's interesting, though. I didn't know there were more of those in New York. Maybe more realistic ones, because I know New York has a lot of film. So maybe there's a decent overlap there. But probably not more of, like, the anime-style games. Texas is definitely the biggest for anime, even bigger than LA. Texas, if you want to voice act in anime, that is where you go. The problem with Texas is that the pay is dog shit. That's one thing that I think a lot of people don't know about for dubbing anime. The pay is, like, really bad. Yeah. For even the top tier anime, like, if you think anime actors are rich, I literally know an anime actor who spent more money on their Uber to get to a session than they were paid for the session. Like, it's rough out there. If you're voicing anime, you're doing it for the love of the game, and the love of the game only. It's rough. That's not actually necessarily true, the GTF. There's a lot of live directing. What there's not a lot of is group cast sessions. I think most things are live directed, like pretty much everything. There's always a director on the other side, telling you what to do, but there's not, the other cast. There is sometimes, but it's very rare. So, I've seen people talk about it mostly for animation being done as like a full group, but it saves a lot of money if they get people in individually, so they often don't. Even though it makes a better project every time. There are a lot of video games that do full group though if they're doing like motion capture, because then they can all act it out in the scene. Which is a pretty big deal. Having different sound quality and voice acting is very noticeable. Yeah, that's the one problem by having home studios. If you do it in one studio, it's going to be consistent. Everyone will sound the same. That's why, for my home studio, I do have a Studio Bricks 1 Plus. I don't have it yet, but I put down the deposit. There's some snags on the way. It's too heavy. It's too heavy for upper area, so I have to put it in lower area, and then they have to get custom size, and then there's just so many roadblocks that I want to vomit, so it's not ready. I'm working on it. I've tried messaging over 30 structural engineers asking for advice. 4 of them basically told me you're insane, and the rest never replied. So I cry. I gotta figure out something. And I also have, for the mic, I have, not what I'm using right now because it's too sensitive, but I use a TLM 103 for voice acting, and my goal is to use it for voice acting streams once I have things set up better. It's needlessly restricted to not accept clean, uncompressed audio from people remotely. Well, that's the thing. They're really, really strict on quality. I think they're too strict. I think being strict is important. It's important because, like, listen, imagine I was recording in a big room, right? And I send in my recordings for a video game, and it sounds like this. Hi, I'm Obake PAM. This is my lines. I'm recording in a big, empty warehouse. You can filter out my reverb, right? No! No, that's not how it works. You can't filter out reverb. You can't filter out background noises. But you can, to an extent, filter out, like, bass white noise. You think there is in Canada too? Yes! There's a decent amount. I was looking into it a little bit. From what I understand, a lot of the voice acting in Canada is centered around Toronto or Vancouver, but Toronto and Vancouver combined doesn't have as much as Texas, and Texas doesn't have as much as LA. So if you want to get into English voice acting, almost all the work is still in LA. Texas has a decent amount. If you're Canadian and cannot move to the US, then your options are basically move to Toronto or Vancouver, because I don't think Canada really has a lot of indie work unless you do international online. I could be wrong though. There used to be a lot in Calgary, but I think they don't do it anymore, because that was the studio that used to dub a lot of really old anime, like Ceres, Blue Water Studios. I don't think they exist anymore. There's also some dubbing in Japan now, I think. They just do it locally. But yeah, please, the Nikkei Go Bill Black put pause in Nikkei. If he ever makes a post where it's like, people send demo reels, please let me know. I'll die. I can't like reach out to him cold calling because that's weird as hell. And I don't want you guys to tag him with my stuff. That's also like unprofessional. But if he ever has an open call, like, I'll jump. Yeah. Voice acting is cheaper per gig and there's no residuals. That's not true! There are residuals. To an extent. There's residuals for union projects. There's not residuals for almost the entirety of non-union projects. That's the difference. And I think even then, sometimes union have buyouts instead. So it depends on the individual project. For like animation and movies, there's always residuals. But for video games, it gets a bit more dicey. If they wanted to direct the acting live, couldn't they be on call? Yeah, that's what happens. Remote actors are still directed live. Usually on like Discord or Zoom or Source Connect or something. I'm not pulling this out of my butt because I've used all 3. I promise, that's what happens. Yeah. though. It's a studio, it's consistent, but the thing is, I don't think the consistency is worth discounting the potential of hiring so many people. Because, yeah. The thing is, there's a point where, like, it's not worth moving to LA or Texas for the hope of getting into an industry where most people in the industry never make it. Especially LA. Like, in my opinion, if you can afford to make a living somewhere that's cheaper and have a home studio, why should you be forced to suffer and move to LA where you have to share a tiny apartment with, like, way too many people to work as many jobs as you can just to barely scrape by and live on instant ramen and hope that you'll maybe someday land a role, when the real possibility is you might end up never landing a role. To me, I don't like that pipeline. It makes no sense. And I've even seen other voice actors be like, well, I suffered through it. That's the rite of passage. You have to suffer through it. But what if there's a world where no one has to suffer through it ever? Doesn't that make way more sense? LA has too much traffic. It has too much people, not enough housing. It's expensive. Why are we making more people go there when we could, not? I understand for film. If you're gonna record film, you have to be there in person. You just have to be there. But for voice acting where you don't, it makes no sense to me, man. It makes no sense. Entertainment jobs pay terribly unless you're in the top 1%. Exactly why people shouldn't have to move there. Anyway. Even the most well-known voice actors have to act as much as possible to make ends meet. Yeah. And even if they can make millions, there's a chance that they only have a few years when they're big, and then you never know what might happen, so... Most voice actors have a day job. That's the reality. They can't live on just voice acting. And that's even more reason remote makes sense, because then you can, not have to go to work and then go to studio. It's so dumb! Anyway. Sorry for a lot of screaming. I'm very behind in chat. I get very passionate about voice acting, although there's a lot of chat, so you guys have given me a lot of chatting to work with. So, yeah. Yeah. I know that in studio is the point, but the thing is, what makes me so mad about it, Razan, is that it's the studios that used to do remote. They figured it out. They got it to work. They accepted that remote is possible and can sound just as good. A lot of the stuff recorded during COVID, like, we listen to it now and it doesn't sound bad. It sounds fine. So my point is basically, why are we going back to, like, not... Why can't we just do that again if we've already proven it works? Even if it's not perfect or the most ideal, it's way better for pretty much everyone. It just makes no sense to me. Other than that's true. Another case, GTF. I understand stuff with mocap. Like, if you're doing a game with motion capture, it makes a lot of sense to have it in person. That always makes sense. That is true though, Dark Falcon with Claire Obscure. The motion capture actors were not the voice actors. They were different actors. I actually really like that, because sometimes the best voice actor doesn't know how to, wait. No, PC, don't die. Okay, my PC didn't die. Wait, Yananika, hello. I was talking about my tracking died. Let me fix it. Hold on. I'm really behind in chat right now. I'm trying to catch up, but for those of you who are just heard me like going on and on about the school days dub, the English director is in chat, I think. Thank you for casting so many cool people. I literally screamed and cried when I saw remote people. It has to do with my rant for like 10 minutes that I just went off on, wishing that remote people had more opportunities. So it means a lot to people like me that gave remote people an opportunity. Thank you. Thank you for that. School days at 100% remote. Really? I thought maybe it was a mix. That's awesome. As someone who is not in Texas or LA, thank you. It's people. I'm fixing my tracking still, but it's people like you that give me like any hope at all for the future. I am not in Texas and LA. I'm not going to Texas or LA. I cannot, for reasons I won't specify, but I literally don't have the option to go to Texas or LA. So yeah, it makes me really happy. It makes me really happy and feeling like someday more, hopefully. Also, just Jast is based. Hold on. Tracking, come back! Face! There we go. Man, 100% remote. That is so cool. 100% done from home. I'm so happy to see people like Patrick and Mint and Phoebe and Michaela getting roles in something so iconic. And Diana! Getting roles in something so iconic that made my life. Where am I? I'm gonna try to skim to catch up a bit faster because I feel bad that I'm so far behind the chat. Your only question is, how did Mint get in here? Because Mint has a cute voice and is a good actor, and Mint loves edoge. She's such a perfect choice for it. Mint and Phoebe too. For those of you who don't know, I saw a number of people being like, Phoebe? And an edoge? Phoebe? My wholesome idol? I don't think you guys understand. Phoebe literally made an entire short about how she plays edoge. She plays wholesome visual novels. Because guess what? Visual novels happen to have intercourse, which is a part of life, which makes it wholesome. That was like one of my favorite shorts of all time. I was like, thank you. Because I feel very strongly the same way. I say with the reminder of school days on Jast, I immediately went and bought Slow Damage, which is not wholesome. But anyway! Slow Damage dub someday. Someday. Someday! Isn't that Blue Water? Yeah, Blue Water! Blue Water Studios is the one I talked about earlier that was in Calgary. Ocean Studios, or Ocean Group, is the one in Vancouver. I don't know if they're still active, though. But they dubbed, like, Inuyasha and Ranma. But since Yashahime was done in LA, I don't know if they're still active or not. Or maybe it went to LA because it's cheaper. I don't know. Anyway. I need to stop screaming too much, but... Let me see. Also, that's not actually true, GTF. The union hasn't been considered to voice actors, considering assigned away their voices to AI replication without consulting a single voice actor. That's not actually true. What it did was make a contract for allowing union people to sign over their own voices. There's still consent involved. I still don't like it! And I feel like it's short-sighted because in my opinion, it's going to just mean that the biggest celebrities will sign away their voices for LA, and then there's less for little guy voice actors. I still don't feel good about it. I don't feel voice actors were treated fairly during the entire thing, but it's not quite accurate. But yeah. I think I don't have the perfect solution. I don't know what it is. But largely, I feel like a lot of changes need to be made for the voice acting union in general. Just because a lot of it is international and remote right now, and the union rules don't really play nice with a lot of that. I don't know what the solution is. I don't know. Because I understand why the rules are the way they are, but I also don't think they represent the modern industry, so I have no solutions. But there's definitely problems. You know, people that got their shit stolen at Anime Expo this year? I've seen a lot of posts, yeah! A lot of people have been getting their stuff stolen. What's going on? You think Ocean did an anime dub a few years ago? Oh, yeah! They did, World Trigger wasn't that long ago, and there was one a couple years ago, I think. Because Caitlin Bairstow was in it. Yeah. And I think that would have been done at Ocean, because she's around there. Hello, Superstar Android. You heard I'll be reprising my role as Lowell. Yeah, speaking of people who give remote voice actors a chance. Yeah! I will be. For those of you who don't know, I'll be reprising my role as Lola for the DLC of Gunvolt Trilogy Enhanced. Coming out in October, by the way, if you want to check it out. Yeah. I'm assuming it's okay to say that if you've been told. I didn't say it. But I mean, it's still Gunvolt 3. It's just Gunvolt 3 extended, so I think I'm allowed to say that I'm like in the same game as before. I'll drop the link if you guys want to check it out. If you don't already own a copy of Gunvolt 3, in the Gunvolt Trilogy Enhanced, it is coming out for Switch 2, and there's limited edition as well that comes with a physical OST. That's huge! It's so many discs. I'll drop the link if you guys want to check it out. I have more than 2 lines this time. It's crazy. More than 2 lines! If you want to check it out, you can find it here, and you can save 6% with code Obake PAM. I'd love it if you guys check it out. Yeah, cars. Have you even seen cars at Anime Expo broken into? Yeah! Not even 1 or 2 cars. It seems to be a lot of them, too. That's so scary. Man, I've been very behind from the beginning, I know. I don't usually fall this behind. The problem is everyone has been very active in chat, which is not a problem. I like to see it. We'll talk about Anime Expo as well. I get very, very passionate about voice acting related stuff. Anyway. Yeah, remote's better for voice work so that VAs can live in small towns again. I feel strongly about remote work in general. I won't go too into it because I know that's kind of a political issue to an extent, but the thing is, I will say just a couple things that I think is awesome for remote work. People being able to live in small towns again. I'm sure some of you guys can relate when I say this. I'm sure at least one of you has had to leave a small town that you really loved because there was no jobs. And allowing more remote work does allow people to live in those lovely small towns and have them not turned into ghost towns. There's a lot of really beautiful places where people can't live because they can't make a living. And it's really sad. The other thing is for people like me that are like, I can't really use the word... I can't really use the word disabled because I don't have a diagnosis. Even though I'm trying really hard to get one, but it's really hard because I don't know what's wrong. All I know is it's to the point where Pam Dad basically says, like, bro, just call yourself disabled. You guys see how often I'm, like, sick? If I really have to, I could manage to get through important stuff from home, but, like, getting me to go anywhere when I'm in a bad state is really, really hard. When I can't even eat food, like, man... Being able to work from home is like a lifesaver. I can't imagine doing anything that's not VTubing right now because of that. So I'm very grateful to have VTubing for it. Yeah. You think part of it is some people in the industry want to gatekeep? I think a bigger part of it is tax credits. There's often incentives to hire locals, which I understand because, you know, if people live there anyway, it's good to hire them, but also... It's rough. I get it, but also for people who don't live in hub cities, it's... Anyway, I don't have a perfect solution, once again. But yeah. Chronic sickness and pain is being disabled, I mean... Yeah. But I'm not, like, legally disabled, if that makes sense. If I don't have a word for it, and I say that I am in court, I'm gonna be, like, kicked out. So, I can't say that I am. Yeah. So it's complicated. Man, I just caught up to the message that school day is 100% remote. I'm so behind. I'm still so happy about that, though. That's awesome. Of course, taxes, indeed. I'm trying to read the new chat at the same time as it comes through. Taxes ruin everything. I have a good idea. Let's abolish taxes. Although then the roads will go to shit and everything, so... I don't know. So, yeah, Yaranaka, you get it! As a former Hub City worker, moving out to a quiet town was amazing for your well-being. and it's part of why you personally guarantee all my projects are remote-centric. Thank you! I have lived in hub cities. I cannot say I worked actively as a voice actor in them, but I've lived in them for different reasons, like traveling for, whether it was school or whether it was, part-time, like, summer program or something. But I have lived in, not in LA or Texas, though, but I've lived in places that had, like, a little bit more. And I've lived in Tokyo. I miss Tokyo, though. I loved Tokyo. It's such a, like, train and bus friendly place, and it was just, honestly, for my mental health, I think the best place I ever lived. I really loved Tokyo. I think with my health right now, it would be too hard to live in Tokyo, but I loved it! But I personally just, the other places, no. I'm also not a person that uses cars. I am a passenger princess or public transit girly. So LA and Texas, the thought of them makes me want to like die. I won't. Obviously, Warehouse Land will remain a mystery. For all you guys need to know, I'm everywhere and nowhere at once. But yeah, I'm doing my best to make sure my quality is like top tier where I am to make up for it. But yeah. One day, everyone will be considered equal, whether they're in a hub or not. One day. Not till I finish this year's. Oh, bold of you to assume it's just this year's I haven't filed. I have the rest done. I need help. And everyone keeps ghosting me. I have it done though. I need to help people to get back to me. Which is surprisingly hard for something that's so urgent. Anyway, I have them done. It's out of my hands at this point. It's not my fault anymore. Mint's a freak and Phoebe makes sense. They're both freaks in the best ways. I love them. They're adorable. For some reason, when I read Agents, your Pam parents have to carry her all over the place. I imagine like them just carrying like how do you say palanquin? Whatever those things are, where you lift up a throne and someone's on it. For some reason, that's what I imagine. And it made me laugh. So they'd carry you over their shoulder? Pam Dad used to do that. When I was really young, Pam Dad would carry me everywhere on his shoulder. Even though Pam Mom would always yell at him for doing it. And then eventually he stopped because he's kind of clumsy like me, and he smacked my head into a door frame. And then he decided, you shouldn't do this. We're gonna give my child a concussion. I don't remember it, so obviously it wasn't too traumatizing for me because I don't remember. It's fine for me. Anyway, I have something really important to do. And then I have to shill more than just Gunvolt real quick. But speaking of Gunvolt, I remember how I said the OST comes with a lot? Let me show you. I actually might buy a copy of this before I forget. Hold on. I already have the trilogy, but I don't have this version. If you're wondering, when I said the OST is big that it comes with, yeah. If you're a fan of the Gunvolt games, it's 7 discs. 7 discs for the OST, and then 1 is a song CD. So it's a pretty chunky limited edition if you're interested. It's a chonker. It's $116.99, but it comes with a lot of music and 3 games. And it's Switch too. So it's not that bad, honestly. It also comes with an A4 sized art book. And you get to hear me voice act in it. So there it is if you want to check it out again. Don't forget, if you buy the expensive one, use code Obake PAM for 6% off. Speaking of shilling, I have something else exciting to show you guys real quick. A couple things, but before that, actually, I'm going to do something related to school days really quickly. because I think it's very important. It's very important that I do this. The timing might be slightly off because I don't feel like fixing it right now. That's me being lazy. It's close enough. The instrumental's been on YouTube 14 years ago, so surely this will be fine, probably. Hold on, I'm joking. Stupid congestion! Okay, hold on. Hold on. This is very important. I must do this. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna make it even better. Physical media? Oh god. Reminds me of Sony. I've screamed to at least like 10 people IRL about Sony not making physical PlayStation games anymore. It makes me so angry. I will not shut up about it. I've been yelling at everybody just how angry I am. Okay, I'm doing something really important. Hold on. I gotta find the right one. I don't think I can find the right one, so... Oh, this works. The other? What do you mean other PlayStation news? Hold on, Oh, shit. Shit! Hold on, I have to log in. Oh, no, it worked without. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna do something and you guys are all gonna hate me. And I'm gonna laugh hysterically. Okay, bear with me. Where is it? Shoot! It didn't work, hold on. Shoot, hold on, I gotta convert the file. Trust. Ah! Okay. Convert to PNG because apparently it's a vector. I still have the duffel bag. Dang it! We had a bag that looked exactly. It's sold out right now, sadly. I'm still gonna grab a picture of a bag that we had that's sold out, so you can't have any. But it's a very convenient bag that I'm going to use for something. I don't have a transparent background for the bag, okay? But hold on. It would have been so good if we still had it in sale. I could have made a trailer for it right now that would have been really funny. But alas. Okay, hold on. Okay. 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 Let me see, how's this volume? けるなら僕はもういらないよぬくもりも明日もI had to! 静寂の闇に舞い降りた夢は二日のはこぼれた青の光は脆すぎた世界とどめる術を知らずにただ僕は願ってたそう忘却を悲しみの向こうへとたどり着けるなら僕はもうこれ以上何も感じなくていい繰り返す言葉ついえた約束はひときわ美しく響き途切れた絶望の向こうへと君は帰るのか地上の愛雪のに汚れな君を委ね悲しみの向こうへとたどり着けるなら僕はもう恐れない孤独な眠りさGirl broke into full song for the meme, of course. I will never waste a single opportunity to break into song, especially for the meme. I should do a proper cover of it. I keep meaning to, because it's such a good song, actually. Anyway, back to... Ignore my hiccups. Back to this regularly scheduled stream where it's moderately less cursed for the moment. Where's my... Where did I put my model? I dragged it off somewhere, but where did I drag it to? Oh god, where's my model? I need to move it. Oh, there. Okay. 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 I do need to show something else, though. You might have seen it in the corner this whole entire time. That's crazy. For those of you who didn't see it, I have new summer merch. And it's actually really, really affordable because I I don't care about making money on my merch. I don't care about making big money. I want to make sure my merch is as affordable as possible so that those of you who want it can actually, you know, access the merch and not have to worry about breaking your wallet because, you know, life is expensive. So I wanted to make it feasible. And, so for what it is, you can get the full set, everything you see in this trailer. The towel, the keychain, the fridge magnet, and the full set of 5 stickers for only $15.99 US. Yeah. Only $15.99 for everything combined. Of course, then there's shipping, but, no, wait, even the towels? Free holy shit! Even the towels free shipping eligible? Okay. So, temporarily, for the duration of the summer sale, which is until July 20th, everything at PlayAsia, not everything that's free shipping eligible, if you order $99 or more, you can get free shipping. So if you stack on a couple games with it, you can get all my merch with free shipping! Girl, you're insane. Well, I don't want the money from it. It's like, the thing is, when it comes to merch, I know what it's like to not be able to afford VTuber merch because people want to charge like $30 for a keychain or something, so I don't want to do that. So the merch is $15.99 for the full set because if you buy it all, it's at a discount. If you want just the keychain, it's $3.99. If you want just the magnet, it's $3.99. If you want just the stickers, it's $3.99. Or if you want just the towel, it's $12.99. If you want the full set, it's $15.99. And if you want the full set without the giant towel, it's $8.99. So it's like super discounted if you buy it as a bundle. And we have my tote bag for sale as well on the same page when I drop the link. The tote bag is $9.99, but I have heard that we're getting close to selling out for the tote bag. So if you don't have it and you're interested, make sure to grab it. Because I don't know how long we'll have it. But yeah, and if you haven't checked out this summer sale, make sure to check it out as well. Some stuff is really, really cheap. A lot of Nikkei stuff is on sale. Ooh. And some H2 games are up to 80% off. There's also another lucky draw. So at the end of the summer sale, every eligible order, I will be picking a winner. And the winner will get some prizes like we did with the spring sale. And yeah, nice, only $15.99. There is my set of merch. And a bunch of pre-order games are on sale as well. There's bundles, $100 for 3. Oh my god, that's free shipping right there if you add PAM merch. And we have a bunch of toys on sale, other merch on sale. Tons of stuff. Tons. You can check out the link. It runs in chat as well. Or you can just, go to the homepage through the link I just dropped and you'll be able to damn it. DualSense controllers, 2 for $140. I just bought my DualSense controller. It's fine. Anyway, a lot of really good stuff is on sale. And there's also Steam key sales as well, like 3 games for 21, 3 games for 14, 3 games for 7. There's been some pretty popular games. We even have some eShop cards on sale, so even if you buy digital, don't worry, you can get them at a sale. There's also clearance items, and I'm looking at the Nikkei stuff right now. Let me show you some highlights from the Nikkei sale. I'm not gonna show, I'll just drop the page. You guys can scroll, because I've already spent too much time, but I'll verbally share some of the Nikkei sale items with you. You know that big chunky Nikkei lore book? 18% off. The other Nikkei art book, 21% off. The TT Star CD, 9% off. Nikkei Nivel Arena cards, 15% off. The Nikkei books, some of them 26% off. The Crown Nivel Arena cards, 36% off. There's some pretty good sales on the Nikkei stuff. The book with Trony and the feet, 42% off. Goddess Fall OST, 30% off. The best OST of the bunch, personally. It's got Sing for the Queen on it. The Nivel Arena starter decks, 29% off. Oh, all of the Nikkei OSTs, other than Be My Star, are 30% off. Dang! good time to grab them, it looks like. I might even grab them all myself. If I get all of them, I'll get free shipping, so why not? I already have Goddess Fall on the way, but I might grab the others. Anyway, I wanted to talk a bit about Anime Expo. I need my break in 4 minutes. That's unfortunate. Then we can look through a bit more. Hold on. I'm just searching Anime Expo on Twitter. I made a post, but not a lot of people really shared anything, so I'll look there real quick, but we're probably gonna have to like manually look for stuff on Twitter. I do want to go and watch some game trailer reactions as well. Only the small socks are free shipping, I'm sorry. The bigger sizes are probably just a little too big. That's good for me though. I'm gonna stock up. I got the small feet, so I got the small feet, so I can get the smalls. I saw World Eater Rapunzel really like the Psy Games booth. Let's search what the Psy Games booth looked like. So it's July 2nd to 5th in 2027. I'm gonna be very honest. You know what I might do? There's a hotel for Anime Expo that I really like. It's kind of far from the con actually, but I like that because it forces me to separate the con and my break time a lot more. Like if I want to enjoy the con, I stay there. And if I want to rest, I go back for the entire day. In case I get my health in order for next year, I might genuinely book a hotel. And I'll talk to the hotel, explain my issues, and be like, hey, do you have any refundable options, even if it's a little bit more? And then do that, and if I am really not up to going, maybe asking if any friends can like take it for me, or if I can get a refund. Because I'd really, really love to have the option to go. Psy Games booth. Let's see what it looked like. It's so much better to be healthy when you're enjoying a con? Yeah. The last 2 cons that I went to, no, I went to another one in the middle, but the last 2 times I went to a con and had a health emergency, one of them was Anime Expo, and that's when I decided, like, oh, maybe I have to be careful. I think I told you guys, but last time I went to Anime Expo, I felt really sick mid-con, but I pushed through anyway. And the day after, it's a good thing I booked an extra day, but the day after the con, my leg was swollen like a balloon. I literally thought I was gonna have to go to ER in LA by myself, despite not living in LA or like anywhere nearby. And I was like, oh no. I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. So I just stayed in bed because I just went, if I go to sleep, it'll go away, right? So I went to bed. And I stayed in bed, and then in the evening I felt better, so I went for a walk. I accidentally went for a walk to Skid Row because I just didn't read a map, but I was okay, it's fine. I turned around and went. I was fine, but it was a little jarring. I did also on the walk though find Little Tokyo, which was nice. I got to find the Akiba Maid Wars Cafe, which was cool. I didn't go inside, but the fact that I got to see it at all was awesome. And I think, oh yeah, it was the same year. That's why I did the overnight flight last year to Otakuthon, because I really wanted to attend, but I couldn't commit to it until I knew I was okay. So like the morning of, I literally, well not the morning, the night before I flew all night to Otakuthon. And then I was there and I was fine until I got heat exhaustion. And then I realized I can't do that either. So now it's just like, don't go to cons, I guess. But the year before at Otakuthon, I was a guest. And poor Yumemi had to like rescue me backstage. I was so sick. I was so sick and so unwell. I was like curled up in a ball dying until I was needed for my panel. And then like I think within the hour before my panel, I was backstage and like twice I had to be like, you met me, I don't feel so good. They had to help me go back to my room and back, even though we were so short on time. God, I felt so guilty. I felt like such a burden to everyone around me, and I don't want to do that again. It's also a waste of my time and money because, like, I can't enjoy the con if I feel too sick to do anything. Between Lane and Memi, you always have a con mom to help. Part of me really wanted to go to Off-Kai. I'm gonna be honest, like, so many people reached out to me behind the scenes, being like, are you going to Off-Kai? I'd love to hang out. And it's like, I really would love to go to Off-Kai. But I don't think I'd tell anyone I'm going to Off-Kai, like, publicly. I don't think I'd even go to the con. I'd probably just, like, stay nearby and meet people outside of the con. That con is no. I can't go to a con about VTubers. I say one word, and anyone who watches me will, like, turn their head and be like, I know that voice. I'm loud. My voice is weird and my voice is loud. I can't go to a VTuber con. That's terrifying. I also can't go to Off-Kai because the same issues apply. I just can't until I get things in order. But I think there's one lead that I have which is kind of promising. That it's not going let me be clear when I say this. The thing I found is not going to solve my health issue. In fact, it will, if it is what I think, it will continue to get worse. But I won't feel it. So I have something that might kind of suppress it temporarily. I was using something to suppress the issues as far back as like 2023. And when I was traveling a lot because I had no choice. And it went really well until it didn't, and I had side effects that could have been lethal. I might try another option. I'm just kind of scared after how sick I got that time. But getting help for my particular issue has been near impossible, so I can't keep living like this either. I just don't really know what to do. I gotta figure it out. Go with an all for one voice modulator. Actually, one thing I wanted to do, but I don't know how, so I never will. I thought it would have been really fun to go as Sin from Nikkei, but like have her actual mask and build in a voice changer. But I don't know how to make a voice changer that small, so it's not gonna happen, even though it would be awesome. I did yap too much though, so I think I gotta take a break. And I gotta run and refill my water. And then we'll come back and we'll look at Anime Expo for at least like 40 minutes or half an hour or so. I don't know how much there is to look at now that a lot of it's just like random comments, but the school days was the most exciting one. It kind of blew everything else out of the water. After that, we can maybe look at some more of the game trailers and stuff and catch up a bit for an hour or so. I'll be back in a few minutes! Hold on. Hold on. Something's weird. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll be back. Shit. We can hang out here, it's fine. sorry for screaming about school days and voice acting for an hour and a half. But I'm not sorry, actually. I kind of knew this would happen, which is why I put it in the thumbnail. Oh, wow! While I'm gone, what a crazy good time to go browse my merch! Wow! Wow, 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 wow! Hold on. I'm just gonna reset the timer because I did fix something, but I forgot to mention one of the stickers in the sticker set is actually drawn by me, and it was used in the summer sale promos. I technically help with the graphics and the email. I did it. I'm a professional. Graphic art is now no longer my passion. Okay, let's go back. Whee! Man, sorry the stream was so delayed today. I'm still like recovering a bit from all the scrambling this morning. Man, I guess I can't say anything here necessarily, but I went from it being a slow week. No, I can say one thing. Okay. I went from it being a slow week to being absolutely slammed. I'm pretty sure the Nikkei concert's gonna be next week. And it's also now in 3D, so I have a lot of work to do. But I also have something else that's suddenly a deadline this week, so my entire brain is like screaming, trying to figure out time. Let's look at some Anime Expo stuff, yeah? Maybe a ghost nearby? Oh god. Again? It's never gonna be as bad as that one clip that you guys made where my body was going crazy for like a whole minute and twisting itself like a pretzel. That was so scary. I didn't even know that happened until I came back and saw the actual clip itself. And that was nuts. That was just, I can't believe it went off that much on its own. I didn't even know it could do that. It was wild. It was wild. I didn't know there was a fart command. There's not! It won't do anything! I could make one. Oh. You know what? I shouldn't be surprised. Sorry, I wonder if there's a cast. I saw a really, really crazy announcement. I'm checking if there's a cast. As far as I can see, there's no cast yet. One of the things that we watched during the trailers was just announced as having an English dub. I wanted to see who was brave enough to do this. I'll show you what it is. It's crazy. Because they were talking about announcements anyway, so this is probably a pretty big one. Ocean Vale, I don't know if they've ever had a booth before, but they had a booth at Anime Expo. And they made me so happy because Isekai in Paradise, which I was excited about for reasons, was placed next to Yara Naika on the sales stand. No, my model died again! Oh, it's working. Whenever it dies, I keep thinking it's my PC dying. Out of all the trailers we watched, this one getting an English dub, it's like the craziest announcement since they announced Nukitashi. What do you mean? So, if you don't remember when we watched the trailer of Kamui, He's Behind You, it was basically that anime where the guy exorcises ghosts with segs. Because he's only horny for dead people. For those of you who aren't familiar with Ocean Vale, let me explain what they do, and then this will make perfect sense. Basically, Ocean Vale is the company doing what other companies doesn't dare. It is like, they have other stuff too, but they are the hentai dubbing company. Like, that is what they specialize in. They bring a lot of, like, adult anime to the English market, and it's something that no one has really done recently until then. Like, there's a lot of older hentai dubs, but it's not really done much anymore. So, I keep being surprised whenever I see them announce one, but I really shouldn't be because that's, like, what they do. They're awesome, though. Let me see. How else would you exercise them? Man, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Gotta look for more Anime Expo announcements. was told the Psy Games booth was good. I'll have a couple sips and then we'll look at some stuff. Let's be fair, some of what you call hentai is pretty tame. I mean, it depends on your definition of tame. Like, compared to something like Metamorphosis, maybe Nukitashi is pretty tame, but the entire concept of Nukitashi is also pretty batshit. So it really depends. Like, Nukitashi is not really as explicit as a lot of hentai in terms of visuals, but at the same time, like, every background character the entire series is having sex all the time. So it depends. It's still hentai. In my opinion, if it has a sex scene that shows explicit bits, that's a hentai. If it has a sex scene that doesn't show explicit bits, that's just an anime with like an adult audience. Like, that happens in shows that aren't rated R, as long as it's not showing anything. If it shows the bits, that's a hentai. Usually the difference, I know this is more ecchi, but often the difference, at least you can tell in anime what its audience is for, is if they draw the nips or if it's Barbie bodies. That's often the difference. It's not the only difference, but that's often what crosses the line for a lot of people. It's like, if it doesn't show those, then it's tame enough that it's whatever. But yeah. Because usually if it shows those, that tells you what the target audience is. If it's just there happens to be nudity, or if the nudity is the point. They brought 3 of their official cosplayers for Psy Games. That's so cool! I'm searching Anime Expo Psy Games, but I'm getting Oshi Uplink's meet and greet booth. I'm not finding... Oh, this was so sad! I will show you this because it became a bit of a topic. I feel it's kind of sad. Let me try to talk about why I feel it's sad, because people are memeing on it, but I genuinely think it's sad. There was a speed dating booth at Anime Expo. A speed dating panel that was really popular. But the attendance ended up being almost entirely guys. So it ended up being speed friending instead. And I do think it's really sad because, you know, if you're at an anime convention and you do want to meet someone that has the same interests as you, I do think that's awesome. Like, I don't know what the solution is. I think one potential option is maybe if you're hosting speed dating, sell tickets in advance, and like tickets for like male interested in whatever, female interested in whatever, and if you don't have enough of a ratio, maybe be honest with your participants and be like, hey, I'm really sorry, but we don't have enough people to host this. I think it's less wasting people's time. The other thing about hosting that way is that you'll get a better gender ratio. It could be there were girls that wanted to go, but the line was just too big and they couldn't line up. Because the line was pretty massive from what I heard. It could be a total coincidence. But, yeah, the line was crazy, yeah. If they sell the tickets in advance, unfortunately it does mean a lot of people won't be able to make it in. But I do think it's one of those cases where it's better to have less... Like, I mean, same amount of people, but they'll get it in advance. It's better to have the panel guaranteed to have the right ratios, in my opinion, than first come, first serve. Because then you have this happen. And a Discord friend of yours went to that? Really? The people in charge have not done it before? Oh no, they probably didn't know what to expect. They didn't even bother having pre-registration or lotteries like in Fanime. Does Fanime have pre-registration for the speed dating? That's really smart. I've seen a lot of people like talk about reasons that it failed, and one of them is very valid. But But I think I will talk a little bit about them, but I think largely it comes down to there was a lot of interest on the men's side, and they could have done so many things to even it out. I think it's genuinely tragic for people who waited in line so long to go to it, because I actually think, despite the criticisms I've seen online, I think speed dating at a con is a great idea. That's the main thing. Immortal You, it happened during the Love and Deep Space panel. Where do you think all the women were? They were trying to get into the Love and Deep Space panel. That's a shame. But yeah, Fandom has pre-reg for lotteries for speed dating. Awesome. They learned their lesson in the past decade. They also have speed friending. I would like to go to the speed friending, honestly. Try to push myself to talk to people. Like, I wouldn't go to the speed dating because I don't really want to talk to 3D people. I'm more of like a 2D person. But I don't, no, it'd be too scary. Speed friending, though, would be pretty fun. But I think it's a great idea, though. I've seen some people shitting on it, like, well, of course you only get creeps in Anime Con. No. That's not entirely true. I did see some people talking about how they had really bad experiences at speed dating anime cons. That can happen at speed dating anywhere. And let me be very real with you. I've seen so many people be like, oh yeah, all the guys at speed dating are creepy. Bro, there can be girls that are just as fucking creepy. So I thought those comments were very rude. The thing is, if you want to meet people with a similar interest, especially if you're single and you're looking to meet people with a similar interest that are also looking for someone to date, speed dating at an anime con is great. You'll meet people that are also looking for someone that have the same interests as you. That's awesome! That's a service we need a lot more of, honestly. Of course, people on both sides could learn to be a bit more normal about it. But I think it's really important that tickets be in advance, because I think it's a damn shame that it turned out this way. Of course, making friends is nice, but that's not really what people were waiting for. Yeah. You did that once in a con, safe to say never doing it again. Oh no, was it rough? I'm sorry if you had a rough time, Immortal You. It's supposed to be a great place to meet people with mutual interests. Exactly. That's why I think it's a great idea. Yeah, be sure to be hygienic. Don't be weird. Take no for an answer if someone politely declines. If someone's rude to your face, well then be rude back, because they're a jerk. If someone's gonna be judgmental or stupid, then they're wasting their time. You're going for a good reason. It's fine to want to meet people. If they're gonna be rude, that's them problem. But it's... Yeah, I think the main issues are not having it in advance and having it during the Love and Deep Space panel, because that would have greatly affected how many people could even consider lining up. I just think it's a shame, because it's a service that's desperately needed. And it's so sad that it fell through. I also wanted to talk about it a bit because I'm very tired of seeing all the posts memeing on it, because I don't think that's fair. I just really don't think it's fair. Especially to the people who attended that were really looking forward to it. Like, I think that's genuinely sad. I don't think anything like that should be memed on. Because it's something... Let me put it this way. I think everyone who lined up for that has balls of steel, because I would be too nervous to line up for something like that. If you're gonna put yourself out there and line up for a speed dating panel, that is awesome. That is awesome. You are trying and you are brave. That is so cool. You're braver than me already. And people that, like, collected the guts to put themselves out there and go to that panel, they don't deserve to be laughed at, man. It's not fair. Anyway, to contrast, I will show the Love and Deep Space panel. We've seen so many people taking the opposite take. That's the thing. Like, obviously, if you're at something like that, it's because you want to meet people. And you're doing exactly what you should be doing to meet people. Going to a place where you can safely meet people. That's safe for both parties. It's just a damn shame when people make it so dumb. This is, for anyone who hasn't seen it, this... Oh god, it's so big. This was the Love and Deep Space panel at the same time. The 18+ one is all girls. All the girls were here. That I will laugh at. The unfortunate timing I find kind of funny. But yeah. That's just unfortunate. It's no one's fault. I need to move this calendar off my face. There's no way that panel could be all ages. Yeah. Not really. Also, I'm surprised the booth for Love and Deep Space was in the all ages area. Like, holy moly. I can't really find anything about the Psy Games booth. I'm searching for it, but I can't find anything interesting, so I apologize. Like, I searched Anime Expo Psy Games, the speed dating came up. Maybe anything that's hard to find, I might just, what is this? No! Videos of the feet juice! I don't need to watch that. I'm trying to find Psy Games! I don't want to see videos of the feet juice! Anyway, just got a tweet saying Reverse 1999 is having a concert October 9th. Awesome! And I can't go, but that would be really cool. Wait a minute, no, we're not. Waiting a minute, we're not watching the feet juice. No. No. Is that even safe for YouTube to show the feet juice? I don't think it's safe for YouTube. I think the features, isn't that what got Midnight Mahjong shut down at one point too, though? I know it used to be like an informal fun gathering, and now it's like shut down. You don't even know what it is. Okay, fine. We'll watch the feet juice, but after this. For anyone who doesn't know what the crowds were like, here is, you know, this is what happened in some areas. You can see the people moving in all directions. It's not as bad as it looks in the videos, though. In person, when you're down on the ground, even if it's very crowded, it's moving at a decent pace. If there was an emergency, though, and everyone had to run, it would be dangerous as hell, but it's not as bad as it looks. The features video is safe to share, I think. It's just nasty. It's just nasty! So for those of you who didn't see the feet juice, it's become a trend that's happening at a lot of conventions recently. Wait, that's not feet juice! 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 Why? Wait. I'm sorry, I thought it was feet juice! YouTube, don't bonk me! I didn't know! I should have watched it first! I assumed it was safe! Maybe I'll just explain features. I saw the foot in the air. Listen, there's reasonable reason to think it was foot juice, okay? Because feet juice is a thing that keeps happening recently at con, so I thought it was foot juice. That was not foot juice. I might have to unlist this. I might have to genuinely like kill that bit. I don't know, man. It wasn't explicit, so like maybe it's okay. At least the visuals weren't explicit. It's probably fine, but holy shit, what the fuck were people doing outside in public? Anyway, the features is, people, cosplayers are dipping their feet in alcohol to sanitize it, and then dipping their feet in juice, and then holding their feet above people's faces, and they will pay to drink the juice off the cosplayer's feet. And which is why I thought a foot in the air was feet juice! Because the amount of tweets I saw from Anime Expo about, oh my god, feet juice outside at night. I thought it was feet juice. It's very reasonable for me to assume that's what the video was going to be. That was not feet juice. The thing that happened at FazeCon, it happened before FazeCon. I don't remember where the first con that did it was, but it happened before FazeCon. FazeCon was like memeing on it and repeating it. Have people caught anything from it? I caught the yuck from hearing about it. Just hearing about it made me want to gag. Does that count? Ugh. I'm like the opposite of a feet person. I really dislike feet. They gross me out. So I hate this trend. I hate it. It's Fanime. That's what it was. Yeah, it's Fanime. As far as I know, it never happened before Fanime. And now it's happening at like every convention. It's nasty. Genuinely, like, if you're gonna do that in private, well, whatever, that's your business. But in public, that's nasty. Disgusting. Gross. With convention centers, 20 feet, like, damn. In my opinion, respect yourself a bit more than that. Ooh, I did find a couple announcements. Thank you, Cars, for posting more visual novel stuff. Is ParkCon? Wasn't that like across the street from Fanime? We got a couple announcements from Manga Gamer. We've got Rose Guns Days Season 2 on July 30th. Isn't that the new Ryukishi? Yeah, this is the new 7th expansion game. For those of you who don't know, Rose Guns Days is by the creator of Higurashi and Umineko. I haven't got around to playing it yet, but I guess more is coming out July 30th. That's awesome. And then we have the BL game Lesson. We'll be getting an English release. I don't know anything about Lesson, but I'll have to look it up. Not on stream. Rad spin-off Galzu Island is getting an English release. I'm glad that you're excited about that, GTF. And Funbag Fantasy Shamsteel will receive a Fumo-style plush. Let me see if I can find the Nikkei booth from Anime Expo. There was a cool video hosted by Mustang showing a lot of the cosplayers. I'm not going to show the merch because like it doesn't matter. You either were there and got it or you weren't. Oh, guys, something convenient is showing up with the very questionable video that I'm gonna crop that came up again. Thank you, Twitter, for allowing me to contribute to your algorithm. Is this post relevant to your search? No! No! No, it's not! I said no. It's too late. Let me see. Of course, when I'm searching Anime Expo Nikkei, I can't find anything. Oh, Cosmograph did like a DJ thing, I think, at the booth? I don't know what this is, but that's awesome. I don't know what it is, but Cosmo was doing something. There's a lot of photos of him walking around at Anime Expo, taking photos with like Nikkei cosplayers and stuff. I had a Nikkei cosplay. I wanted to go so bad next year. Yeah. I guess he was doing something. Oh, wait, that's not Cosmo. That's the director. I saw the blue hair in the background, and my brain was like, Cosmo, that's not Cosmo. That's not Cosmo. I'm so tired. Cosmo was also taking pictures with everyone, though. He put on a full show? That's awesome. It's not this photo, though. Also, I showed this on another stream, but I'll show it again for anyone who missed it. This was hands down the best cosplay at Anime Expo. I don't know if this guy was there every day or not, but he was there for the bit, and he dedicated to the bit, turned himself into a shrine, and everyone was throwing money and stuff at the sky. I like, I don't know how long he was there, but I saw photos of him posted every single day of the convention. And people posting him like around the time it opened, around the time it ended. He just became a living statue. It was so believable too. Shinji is like the #1 cosplayer at the convention. Should win the cosplay contest. Let me see. What's the context behind him doing that? I don't know. Hope we had enough to recover con expenses. Damn, that would be nice. Oh! I'm gonna show you a video that Silverveil posted because I needed a video showing the zoo that was Love in Deep Space. She literally called it the Cute Boy Zoo. I feel like there's no other way to describe this. There's just not. So, for those of you who haven't seen it, I showed videos of it before, but I didn't show multiple cages next to each other. So now you can see what I mean. It was just cages lined up where the guys were like caressing the girls and all over them. You know, as I said before, respect to the Love in Deep Space fans who are winning and living their best life, but like Nikkei would never. As far as I know, it was in an all ages area, Icefox, because I think it was in the, what's it called? I think it was in the expedition area, so it probably would have been the all ages area, yes. Crazy. It's bad enough when you see a close-up video of one, but when you realize there's just a wall of it happening, it's crazy. Like, holy moly. That's not true, Requiem. I will explain this again. The same thing is actually happening to Love in Deep Space right now, and there's been evidence. It's a very vocal minority of the Love in Deep Space community, and then a lot of tourists that just don't want people to have fun and want the world to burn. Most of the players of Love in Deep Space don't give a fuck if people play Snowbreak. They don't want it shut down. They don't care. They're minding their own business. Unfortunately, the game is so big that a lot of people take the really jerk, stupid vocal minority as the majority of the player base. That's not the case. Most people who play it stay in their lane and do their own thing. And the same thing is happening to Love in Deep Space now, where one of the new love interest that was going to be introduced got entirely nuked from the game because people were complaining about them for arbitrary reasons. And there has been a lot of evidence coming out that it was competitors and haters for the games pretending to be players and pretending to care about it, and unfortunately dragging actual players into the sentiment. So it's to the point where there's actually a lot of political trouble with the game right now, and people are worried it might have to be taken down, similar to Snowbreak. I don't think any game should ever be subjected to that. If your game isn't doing illegal shit, then bro, it doesn't matter. If you don't like it, play a different game. Don't ruin someone else's fun because you want to be an asshole. And it's just, I've seen a lot of people from the Snowbreak community being like, good riddance deserved, and it's like, no. Because I really don't think a lot of people understand that in all these cases, even a lot of the Nikkei gatekeeping that recently happened, it's like, it's not players. It's a combination of a vocal minority of players and people who just don't want other people to have fun and want to shit on them. It's genuinely a lot of the people causing the problems are the tourists who just want to ruin everything, and they don't realize how they're ruining their own game's reputation. It's such a disaster. And I've talked about this a little bit, but I'm so tired of, I will say this on stream now that it's not a Nikkei stream, so it's like a little safer to talk about it. I'm tired of this happening with Nikkei more and more, but with every gacha game, why is there so much like tribalism with gacha? Whether you have to like one game and you have to like it the right way, or you're not a real fan. Like if I criticize Nikkei, people are calling me shit and being like, you don't actually like this game, you don't care about this game. Oh yeah, creators like you are the problem. It's like, bro, I've been playing since day one. No game is perfect. I'm allowed to have things I don't like about the game. Even if I'm wrong, it's my subjective opinion. You don't have to agree. That's crazy. And then, it's like, what makes me especially angry about it is that sometimes the people getting mad about this stuff they're getting mad because they don't want the game to turn into the next Genshin. They will go attack people and gatekeep and cause drama because they don't want Nikke to be the next game that becomes like Genshin when they don't understand they're the ones doing that. Like, I've literally seen people like, have you seen what Genshin fans do when someone doesn't like their ship? We don't want to be like that. And then the same person will go in someone's tweet about Nikke Yuri and be like, kill yourself, you retard. Like, bro, you're doing the exact same thing. People, unless somebody's actively going, like, making a petition and being like, turn Nikke into a Yuri game, bro, it doesn't matter. Let people enjoy games how they enjoy it. You don't have to agree. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree. You can block people. It's really easy. And I'm so tired of everyone, like, you have to have no criticism. Unless it's the one thing that the community all actively decides to hate at the same time. Then you have to turn your entire existence against the devs and try to nuke the game, apparently. Like what happened with Valko. Because with Love and Deep Space, like, all the players were very obsessively defensive about the game all the time. And then with Valko, everyone decided to talk about how the game was shit all along. The rates are bad, no one likes it, they don't care about the love interest and say, like, a worst game ever, nuke it in the reviews and give it 1 star. Like, what the fuck? Can't we have criticism normally? Can't we talk about what we like, what we don't like, and our headcanons without other people fucking tearing us apart? No one has the same interests in games. Everyone likes different games, and even within those communities, everyone likes different games in different ways. Can we not be normal about it? Do people not understand that fan fiction is a thing? Fan art is a thing. The reason fan fiction and fan art exist is so that you can explore characters outside of canon. That is the whole point. So that you can just do whatever you want, and it doesn't matter, because it's fake. It's a fandom. God, it's making me so angry. Anyway, I needed to scream about that a little bit, and I didn't want to scream about it on a Nikke game because I don't need people tearing me apart for it. But, hey, I see it happen with gacha games more than anything, and it's making me so angry because it didn't used to be so bad. Just let me enjoy my goddamn games. And when I don't enjoy them, let me talk about why I don't. I'm not asking the game to change for me, I'm just saying what I don't like. I need to hydrate. I mean, we already have a canonical Yuri couple. That's the thing, Aaron Kelly. If you're talking about Uni and Mihara, do you know how many of the defenders I've seen go into the posts and literally say, like, no, it's not Yuri, they're not lesbians, they're straight. They only do things with each other when the commander's involved. It's only when it's a threesome. They're not into each other. I'm like, okay. Sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. I've read sections of the game that blatantly say otherwise, but okay. Whatever. Anyway, they were the best of friends. They were like Sailor Moon style cousins. Did you perfect the umbrella patrol level? I did! Anyway. Yeah, cool story, wordless, yeah! Anyway, I'm sorry for being very passionate about that topic. I'm just so tired. I'm so tired of different fandoms tearing each other apart, and then within the fandom, everyone cannibalizing each other. It's ruining fandom. Just, if you don't like part of a fandom, then go make your own corner of the fandom. Anyway, hello, Rin. Let's keep looking at Anime Expo stuff instead of yelling. I am calm. Are you calm? Speaking of Valko, apparently, let me me see this video. It's just people walking. Oh my god. Speaking of the cut interest, from Love in Deep Space, the one that got butchered because the company was like, yeah, we can't do this anymore because of internet hate and harassment. By the way, the Love in Deep Space harassment went so far as people sending literal shit. Like actually mailing shit to the developers. It was really, really bad. There was a funeral for the love interest that got cancelled. At 1 a.m. in the hotel, they decided to host a funeral for poor Valko. That's so good. I need to watch the new Nanoha too. Hello, Anime Wolf. Yeah, sending shit is really messed up. Oh, I found the Cosmograph video. So, this is the video. Cosmograph was doing a live show at the Nikkei booth. Yeah. That's so cool. It sounds like, the Nikkei booth itself was like entertaining enough. You could have spent the whole weekend just hanging around the Nikkei booth if you wanted to, although it probably would have been way too crowded. But that's so awesome. It's nice to see them getting a lot of space and getting to show off like a lot of really cool stuff. Didn't they say it was returning to game? Did they? I haven't seen anything about that. Let me see. I'm gonna search Valko. Has more news come out that I haven't seen? Like they even fired the cosplayer that was trained to voice as Valko. There was an empty cage in the line of the boy cages. People actually had won tickets for Valko's meet and greet, and they were basically said like, hey, we can give you one of the other love interests or a refund, but you can't interact with Valko. His cosplayer is no longer attending. That's really fucked up. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see if there's anything. I can't find any updates saying he's back. All I'm seeing is people being angry that he's dead. So yeah. I don't know if they'll add him back. I really don't. The problem is right now there's a lot of fans in China still fighting for him to stay dead. A lot of fans abroad asking for him to come back. And now to the point that a lot of Chinese fans are also asking for him to come back. But it's like, what do you do? No matter what, your fans are gonna be mad at you. So it's like a disaster. Where there's not really much to do. I'm so sad how hard it is to find pictures from the Psy Games booth. I didn't expect it to be so challenging. It's so hard finding big announcements from Anime Expo because I can only think about the Love in Deep Space booth being hilarious, and I can only think about the School Days announcement. They like absolutely stole the show. Wasn't it George R.R. Martin who said fiction's not a democracy? I don't know. But the way I see it is fiction. If you don't like what the developers are cooking, you can quit the game. That'll send a message. If they stop making money, that'll send a message. But it's... You don't really get to control them by being an absolute jerk. Like some Nikkei cosplayers in the Cosmograph event, a lot of other stuff is a blur. That's fair! A lot of it's a blur to me after School Days too. Generic Snipes. Ooh, Icebox! You shared the drive. Cosplayers did a Project Moon gathering and took a lot of photos. Ooh. Oh, is that the one where they're all dead? I want to find the photo where they're all dead. Yeah, I found it! You guys want to see a fun photo shoot? Makes me really want to cosplay the protagonist from this game, because it'd be pretty VTuber safe cosplay. Dante and the Dead Sinners. It's the Project Moon cosplay! They're all dead! This was the best photo from it, so if I'm gonna show one, it has to be this one. Imagine someone not knowing what, like, the convention is and just, like, walking by if this was far away from the convention in a public area. And I'd just be like, what the fuck? It would be really funny. That was cool. Just another Tuesday for Dante. Man's been through some shit. Oh yeah, there's a video from the Danganronpa creator. Let me see if I can find it. Danganronpa 2x2's new scenario, having more content than the original is exciting. Yeah! That said, School Days Vienna getting a dub took me by complete surprise. Yeah, same. I haven't been able to think of anything after the School Days dub. Let me see if I can find Kodaka's post. Kodaka was walking around, taking videos and photos with cosplayers. Man's brave. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is! I found it! This video is so cute! Okay, give me a second. You gotta see this. It's absolutely adorable. Okay.
We love 100 tribes. We love Danganronpa 2.
It's so cute! I love that he's just there like cheering with his fans about the game. That makes me so happy. So he literally made a post on not like a paid meet and greet, by the way. He gave times that he was walking around and he's like, if you're cosplaying from my games, I'd like to see you. Please come say hi. And he just walked around in areas, I think they were even outside the convention. Like, I don't know if you needed a ticket to go to those or not, where anyone who was a fan could just go and like see him in the wild. Obviously, it probably would have been hard for everyone to say hi because, you know, he probably got swarmed, but it's cute! It's so cute! I love seeing people just happy about their franchise and passionate about what they do. Now I'm just searching Anime Expo, looking for the top posts, trying to find no more feet stomping. Unless we can maybe pivot and start watching some trailers in a bit. I do need to stop in around 45 minutes. We didn't get to watch very many Anime Expo things is my only thing. I wanted to look at a bit more. This is another video of the boy cages. In case you didn't think it was real. The cosplayers were so in character too. I haven't even played the game. Well, I did play it a long time ago, just on day one. But just from what I've seen of the trailers and stuff, they're perfectly in character. So I can understand people freaking out. Like, look at this! What the hell?! Usually, the #1 rule at a cosplay booth is don't touch the cosplayers. But this booth was like, the entire point is like, come touch the cosplayers. Crazy. Anyway, fun reminder, if you haven't looked at it yet, you should check out my new merch in the corner. There's a towel, a keychain, a magnet, and stickers. And for $15.99, you can get all of it. Cool Cosmo's one of the top posts that's showing up. Seen some photos. I think I shared Sayla's photo. This one scares me because what if you were like, what would happen? Like physics-wise, what if you get off the escalator, but there's no space, like it's a standstill? After the escalator, like what happens? I feel like that's very dangerous and very scary. Also, this was a crowd to exit, apparently. This is just people trying to leave. Like, it's moving at a decent pace, somewhat, so it's not as bad as it looks, but that's just people trying to leave. Like, damn. I feel like it's one of the cons where, like, if I do go again, I'd probably want to apply really early for Industry Pass. To try to be able to run away and hide in industry rooms if I get overwhelmed. Get sucked into the escalator? I doubt it, but that would be so scary. Let's see. Speaking of getting sucked into the escalator! The Anime Expo escalator ate my shoe. It was sticky with some fluid or something. Fortunately for me, my foot didn't even get caught, so I won't be going to the hospital. Oh my god. That's some heavy damage. Imagine if that had been the toes. Slight new fear of escalators unlocked. Holy. Does hunger, apparently. Holy moly. Holy. Ew. One of the posts, god damn it. Apparently, I've had this happen to me at cons before, and it should never happen, but like, there was a guy, apparently at the Midnight Mahjong, taking upskirt photos of girls without permission. But apparently one of them shoved him to the ground and took his phone, so... Sounds like he got what was coming to him, but damn. That should never happen. It's just fucked up. People should be able to feel safe at conventions. Oh, new gameplay footage from Danganronpa 2! Character introductions.
Show you some of the character sprites.
What the? Sorry, I just choked. Live 2D? Live 2D Danganronpa? What?
We
This is
are showing
huge.
Some of the character sprites for some of the characters for the very first time. Graphics for the character sprites, background, maps.
So it's got live 2D on occasion, but still. The sprites are like looking. Ah, they move! The sprites are looking really good too. Damn. There's a raid? Vanille, thank you so much for the raid! We're looking at some stuff from Anime Expo. I wanted to look at game trailers as well, but we'll decide when we decide to switch over. Early 2027. Oh, the booze. Worth it if they're putting a lot of effort into it, though. Okay. I'll scroll a little bit more. And then we'll look. Oh. A close-up so you can see what the boots are like. Man. If there's any single company that's like the biggest marketing genius from Anime Expo, though, it's gotta be Love and Deep Space, but this has to be towing the line. And like what the convention allows, this is towing the line. Crazy! And oh god, not the stomping again. Not the stomping. Oh, Anime Expo was a mistake. Anime Expo was a mistake. She's winning though. Yeah, I'm not saying it shouldn't happen or the fans like are weird. It's awesome for them if they're gonna enjoy it. Oh my god, there's mascot racing. Did Doro play? Holy moly, that person's fast in that suit. I would barely be able to move. Wait, that's true conventions? Well, even at the host clubs and maid cafes, you're not allowed to touch them, right? So that's like crazy. Wait a sec, is this? Oh my god. I think I might have to watch this one before I show it. Okay, no, that was just someone's crazy. Okay, that was someone's crazy, made up, caption. I thought that was gonna be something else. Ooh, I found more info on the Evangelion cosplay. So, a cosplayer recreated Shinji's iconic hunched over chair pose and stayed committed to the bit for the entire day. The entire day! The setup worked because every Evangelion fan instantly recognized the scene. Shinji sitting in silence, overwhelmed, and completely folded into himself. But turning that heavy anime moment into a convention gag made it even funnier, especially when people started leaving donations around him. A simple cosplay, one very specific pose, and full commitment, even with the money, dude never moved. Sometimes that's all it takes to win the convention floor. That's pretty good. Ah! This was peak! For those of you guys who didn't see it, there was a cosplayer for OG Mustang who nailed it. I've seen videos of this guy, like his charisma is off the charts. Posing with the creator and with Cosmo. That made me happy. Even though I hate OG Mustang, he's like the type of character you love to hate. So it's nice to see. Let me see. Damn, I can understand why people might be so mad in the West because look at the popularity chart for lads. So the one that has the most stars, for context, is the one that got cancelled. This is the love interest that got removed from the game entirely. He had the most stars. Pain. Absolute pain. Pain, pain, pain. He's a hateful character, yes. Well-written hateful characters are awesome. Oh, look. Let's see. Man. I keep having to scroll through the stomp again and again and again and again and again and again and again because it just keeps popping up. I don't want it to stop. Man. A lot of the reason I'm hiding it when I'm scrolling though is a lot of the videos are very unfortunate, like people recording stuff like assault or whatever, just being like, who is this person? I don't want to show those on stream. It's just unfortunate because it should never happen in the first place. I just saw a post that I think is fake, so I'm not going to show that. Holy shit. Maybe we should watch trailers soon. I'm getting into the rage bait, I think. This is absolutely rage bait. There's no way that's real. No way. That's disgusting. Oh, this one's good. This one's good. It's June's! June's is one of the only things I know about Persona 4. This photo made me so happy when I saw it. I wanted to show it and I'm glad I remembered. What's wrong with school days? A lot. Ah! Okay, nope. Good thing I'm not showing. We're moving on to trailers. Someone, ugh, fucking hell, man. Someone just straight up tweeted like a dick pic. Good thing I wasn't scrolling. I would just have my account banned. Listen, I don't really need to see your dick coming out of your shorts and saying that's what Anime Expo was like. I don't need that, thanks. Let's not. No thanks. No thanks. Let's watch some trailers. I don't feel like scrolling anymore. No thanks. Let's see. Maybe we can finish the other React one that I was behind on. 07 VOD? Good thing I was hiding it, so it's fine. I just wish I didn't have to be subjected to it. Let's see. Where was I? I think we left off on 100? Because I thought that would have been easy. Let me find 100. Oh yeah, we left off at Barbie Horse. Let's see. Anyway, Anyway, there's too much. I could go forever. There's just literally that much at the convention. And I'm sure everything else that's really interesting you'll hear about somewhere else. I got to talk about my highlights that I could remember anyway. There's a lot of VTuber concerts too, like Serendipity. I hope the security issues got resolved after the beginning. And Lisa's concert apparently went really well as well, so that was nice to hear. Let's watch some game trailers and bleach my brain for 30 minutes. This is The Witch's Whisk. Ooh, I like the running speed. So it's like Diner Dash, but 3D with witches. Interesting, you cook with spells. It looks like there's a lot more to the cooking aspect, so not quite Diner Dash. If you have to actually do the cooking. I like the running animation, it's so silly. Cute! A Date with Death 2. Remnants. Isn't this the one that has a lot of VTubers voice acting in it? I think so. No, that was their other game, I think. Or maybe another team, and I'm getting it mixed up. Unless this one also had voice actor VTubers. I have heard A Date with Death is really good, though. Otome game that I haven't played. I do end up missing out on a lot of indie VMs just because with stuff like Otome games, I really prefer to have a physical copy. I don't like to play them on PC. I like to play them lying down or on the couch. So like I'd have to get a Steam Deck to play more games like this, I think. I really like the art the Frosty Games does. Art in Night with Death looks really good. Wishlist now. We've got, what is this one? Veil's Echo. That is moderately horrifying. In a really cool way. I like the aesthetic. The walking sim? A lot of creativity in this one. Ew, it's like leeches. I feel like this one would be a really weird experience. Said affectionately. Choices matter, nice. So it's not a straightforward walking sim then. Your choices can actually affect it. Honestly, it looks kind of great. There's a demo out as well for anyone who wants to check it out. Veil's Echo. Ink Blood. Ooh. Ooh. Who killed the innkeeper? Hello, Philip! This one looks really messed up. I don't know how to word it, but the aesthetic in this one is really unsettling. Like, even if there appears to be little or no dialogue, the aesthetic is just really weird! In, like, ways that you don't typically expect. I like that kind of thing, though. Again, the creativity it takes to make stuff like this is wild. Ooh. That one looks interesting. There's an for playtest. Nice. Infurious. Is it another horror fishing?
What a cold
Maybe not.
device, Pilgrim.
Horror pew pew?
Inferno bids it so, but you're unchained. Your soul is branded Infurious, a chance at redemption. The infernal pilgrimage. Take the void's gambler. Earn the souls that shall fuel our escape.
It's a card game?
I
Interesting.
failed my own chance, but yours I won't.
So I guess you get an orb every time you win.
Take my light, Pilgrim. The path is dark.
Yeah, it looks interesting, really unique. Oh man, Xbox layoffs. My heart just breaks for game devs because it feels like there's layoffs, and like so many people work really hard to get there and be able to do a dream job of making games only for even the biggest companies to be laying people off. It's like, it truly feels like the time where you have to be lucky as hell either to be in a company or be indie and do everything on your own. Either way, it seems to take luck of the gods these days. It's really sad. Abigail, handcrafted homecoming video game. It does almost look like it's photos of cardboard or something. I think it's 3D rendered, yeah, but it looks like it could be real. Interesting. I like the aesthetic of this one a lot. I said this week was going to be a bloodbath, but this was bad. Even successful studios like ID and Oblivion, yeah. The thing is, right now, between Xbox major layoffs, PlayStation not having physical, which does say something about the state of PlayStation and Sony, and it's just, it makes me worry. Like, what does the future of gaming look like? It's scary. Has Nintendo, other than independent studios, had any major layoffs? As far as I can think of, recently, Nintendo is like the only one who hasn't been hit. But I imagine they're the hardest to get in with. Wait! All AI? Do you mean like just in general a lot of stuff, or? I hope this one's not AI. Stop motion models? I feel like it's either still images or photo. What? They actually did make it! And scanned it? Yo! Yo! I was wondering, because it kind of reminded me of some of those VR chat worlds that are like made by scanning your house. The weird quality to it. That's awesome! That's really cool. I love unique stuff like that. Nintendo doesn't usually lay off people. I think it would say a lot about the state if even they have to lay off people, but yeah. Because from what I remember, even during the Wii U era, they didn't really lay off people. They just took a hit. Sweet junk artists. Nintendo gave a raise recently. I guess they're doing okay then. They also use the junk to make. Oh, it's Patrick Star! The Pikachu is so cursed. This looks like it'd be a fun game. Yeah, when the Wii U was failing, the CEOs took a pay cut to keep the devs. The mark of someone who truly cares, honestly. Yandere virus. I actually really wanted to play this, but from what I understand, you can't play as the Yandere. Like, I think it's a non-player NPC. I guess that's what non-player is. It's like a co-op game, not PvP, from what I understand. I really wanted to play this because I thought it was PvP. And then finding out that, like, you all work together against the yandere, it kind of, like, ruined the fun for me. I wanted to kill my friends! That's why I didn't play it when it came out. I'm not saying it's a bad game because I haven't tried it. It just isn't what I wanted from it. I could be wrong though. If anyone played it and knows otherwise, let me know. Maybe they'll add in the 1v4. I hope so. That would be really nice. Because it looked really fun as a 1v4. But that was kind of our fault for all assuming, I guess. Instead, it's more like Lethal Company where you have to collaborate and collect stuff. The kick was hilarious. But yeah, I largely felt the same. It's kind of like, then what is the point? It still looks cute and fun, but it's like there's so many other games in that type that I don't really feel the point to play it, I guess. Grand Blue Relink! Endless Ragnarok trailer! I wanted to use that as an excuse to go back and finish Relink, and I never got to.
Rest in death.
Her voice sounds really familiar, but I can't place it.
It was a trial. The time has come. Should you falter, we 6 dragons will guide you.
Relink is so fun. It is! I really enjoyed what I played of it. I think I got at least halfway. Either halfway or like 3/4. I think you guys told me I could have finished it in 1 or 2 more streams. The problem is, you know, with any single player game, the viewership really drops off and you can only do so much. Music in it's so good. Super Ukulele Cart. Cart? Huh? What? How did I miss this announcement? What do you mean, Super Ukulele Cart? Ooh, I like that pixel style. I don't know if they're not moving certain ways. Then it might actually be pixel art instead of like 3D art with a filter. Because the frames seem quite limited. Interesting. Player created chaos. So you can make your own tracks? Or can you just like adjust the settings and stuff? So you can adjust the rules, at least. Yeah, they're going for the OG Mario Kart look. Yeah. Interesting. Do you mean the elephant seal, the one that's really chaotic that always goes viral for being a menace? Ooh, Little Nightmares 3, the backstage reveal. Man, Little Nightmares is one of those games I don't think I'll ever stream again after having so much bad experience with backseaters. But such a good series. the music and the aesthetic. The turning eye reminded me of a series of unfortunate events. God, I love the creativity. Little Nightmares does the best job of what I talk about I really like from children horror, where they make it all child friendly, but everything is so twisted and wrong that it's terrifying, even though it's made of familiar things. Instead of like blood, gore, and like, I don't know how to describe it, but your stereotypical monsters, a lot of it is just things you normally see but wrong. And even the monsters, they, like the baker and stuff, they look like just real things but wrong. It's so good. The imagination that goes into it is just incredible. Dusk fade.
Please, you've been locked in there for weeks. It's not good for you. I'm not going anywhere until I'm done with this. Go away.
Hello, Cricky. Kendra, thank you for the raid. I'll give you a shout out after this trailer, okay? Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Ooh. I like action sections that are on rails where I just feel like I'm really fast. Combat looks like it has a good speed and weight to it. Aww. Music's nice too. Yeah, it honestly looks kind of fun. It feels very old school platformer. Does that make any sense? Like old school platformer action game? I don't know what gives it the old school vibe. Something does anyway. Hold on, let me shout out real quick before we keep going. Okay.
PlayStation.
Curse you, PlayStation! Every time I hear that now, PlayStation, I'm gonna be angry! Gemini X, or Gemini 10, I don't know which. Looks very Mega Man-y, but 3D. Music's really nice. It's always PlayStation except when it's Xbox. But it's often PlayStation. So you also heard about what PlayStation's doing 2028? I went off about it. I screamed and screamed and screamed and made a very sad tweet because it makes me very angry. Interesting. The vibe of that one looked pretty good. No Straight Roads 2. Hello, Patrick Connor.
Vinyl City, the music capital.
I was gonna say, this is gonna have some good music, isn't it?
3 years ago, our band battled some of the greatest artists.
If I find out the game about band battling is going to have AI music, I'm gonna cry.
We are?
Of course. This time, we're taking it to... And we're alive. You all know me. I'm Vanessa Light. And I bring you the latest news. The best, the worst, all the drama in the music scene directly to you.
Also, to verify, I don't suspect that it has it. I'm just tired of finding out things do.
When introduced to a surge of rad power,
First game had amazing music? Okay, cool. I forgot that it was the series, so if the first one had good music, that's a good sign.
Bunkbed Junction. Your mission,
I like the graphics.
Choose to accept is to travel across the peninsula and collect all pieces.
It's so unique. It almost looks like playing a music visualizer.
We're going on a road trip! This is gonna be awesome!
It seems to me that you guys are acting more like Tatiana's hired muscle here.
We're not! Well, if it isn't the bunk bed jokers.
I thought that was Suen's voice for a second.
For I am Rama Irama. And in my world, you play by my rules.
Do you think we got too
The
big
aesthetic
too
is
fast?
really cool.
I hate to see you doubt yourself, May, but your instincts have never been wrong.
Rock on. One city waits for you.
Glad to hear the first one was good.
That
Cute.
night, you died.
Vampire the Masquerade Eternal Whispers.
Became one of us. Many were destroyed. You
One was good. I'm glad to hear the game was good as well.
staked through the heart.
It does look really fun.
Buried alive. Abandoned in the deepest hollow of the Temple of Eternal Whispers.
Lane! Thank you for the raid! I'll give you a shout out after the trailer, okay? I hope you had a great stream. I'll just pause real quick. For anyone who doesn't know who I am, I'm CEO of PlayAsia, Obake PAM. And we're just going through and looking at some game trailers for a little bit after looking at some Anime Expo stuff. We're probably going to wrap up pretty soon, though. But if any of you are Final Fantasy XIV enjoyers, maybe I can entice you, because after this, in around an hour and 10 minutes, I will be doing Tsukuyomi EX, if you want to join for that. No, how dare you? I really did not want to go into Shadowbringers without doing at least one EX, mine and synced, because I hate myself. You're in too much pain to play? Please don't feel pressured to play, Lane. If you want to hang out in chat or just join, that would be also really cool, but no pressure at all. You just want to, like, skip it if you need to rest. I hope you feel better soon. Pain sucks. That's mainly why I wanted to do it. While I'm not in too much pain for once, I wanted to try an EX. While I feel like I'm in peak condition, I gotta go with the hard shit. I say even though I have a headache, but I mean, it could be worse. Of all of the EX, it had to be Tsukuyomi. I loved Tsukuyomi. I cried. We just finished 4.3, so I'm excited to do the EX. Hello, Tyra. Wicked Delights. Ooh. Rhythm horror. That sounds good. I like the art style. Slight concern about the art style and the sprites. But based on the rest of it, I don't think my concern was. I don't think it's AI. I don't think so. Maybe it's a weird resolution or compression, or just a different art style for the sprites. It looks human-made, I think. If it is, I'm interested. I like the vibes in it. Wicked Delights. What a cute logo animation. What is this one? Sated. We have one more after this, and then I'm gonna pull up 2 trailers myself. We don't get to the new reacts today, but we will catch up on the other playlist. This is the older one. We are caught up on this one at least. Ooh, Danger Slot Machine? Cook? Can that be considered cooking? This just looks like a bunch of really weird, creepy mini games. Cooking gacha, indeed. I'm starting to think my streamer bot never updates because it's saying Final Fantasy Dog Toys, but I updated that. It's whatever. Demi and the Fractured Dream. I hope it's just my model for OGA and not my PC. Beautiful music. Annapurna sounds familiar. Was this in one of the directs or something? Maybe it's a new trailer for it. The sound design is so good. The slight reverb on the blips was nice. This looks like a very cozy game. A very cozy game that'll probably destroy your heart at some point. Oh, that was the one who made Mixtape and Stray? This looks like a beautiful game. Like at first it looks like one that was another Breath of the Wild copy, but this doesn't really look like a copy. It very much looks like it's inspired by it, but doing its own thing. It looks very pretty and sounds very pretty. Wow. Yeah, it's a really atmospheric game. I'm picky with those, but this one looks really nice. Journey means ICO. Looks pretty good, honestly. The music a lot. February 2027. Interesting. I do want to pull up 2 trailers manually. And then we will probably wrap up so I'm not late for Final Fantasy because I don't want to be late for that. There's a new trailer for Gunvolt Trilogy Enhanced for the Switch 2. I did want to watch that because for those of you who don't know, in Gunvolt 3, Gunvolt 1 and 2 don't have English dubs, but in Gunvolt 3, I do voice act for Lola, and I will be voice acting Lola in the expanded trilogy, so if you want to check it out, there's a new story mode added.
ライブノベル 2D アクションゲームアームドブルーガンボルト2作目ソウ3作目
And the release date has been announced now too.
アームドブルーガンボルトトライアングルエディションそのトライアングルエディションに新モードとしてアームドブルーガンボルト GX が追加された任天堂スイッチ2エディションが登場アームドブルー GV 雷撃を操る最強のセブンス能力者特殊な銃で敵に飛来心を打ち込むことで雷撃を誘導必中させる
The redeems are on. I don't know why it's not working.
That's
me! I'm the little ball in the corner.
強力なロックショットを連続発射してターゲットを殲滅するキリン
The game kind of reminds you of Mega Man. It's a similar type of game. If you like Mega Man, you'll love Gunvolt. It's really fun. I played through all of 3 on stream, but I might have to come back and play the new story mode.
全搭載されたこれまでの DLC を乗り越えることはできるのか本編で語られなかった記憶を呼び起こすライブラリーモードも搭載そして新たな
That will be me!
アームドブルーガンボルト GX 時は流れとある時 AB ドライブの共鳴に導かれアキラは未来技術研究所で覚醒したそこにボーリューが眠るとは知る由も
You'll just have to wait and see what it sounds like. I do sound quite different from the approach that the JPVA took, so you'll have to wait and see. And then if you really enjoy it, you can play it again with Japanese voice. And then you get to hear both of them. The JPVA sounds really awesome. I will have a pretty decent amount of lines in it. So make sure to check it out, yeah? It's a pretty big one. It's a pretty big one. And if you don't have a copy, as I said, we have copies of the limited edition as well if you need to find it. And it will be having as far as I know, the physical is only being released in Japan, but we do have it globally, at least the limited. It might be in English too. If it is, please let me know. It comes with an A4 sized art book, 7 OST discs, and a song disc. So if you like physical media, it's also a game cart, so you are winning. If you love Gunvolt and you want physical media, Inti loves you. Inti loves you. I'm so happy I gotta grab my copy of this. I'm not sure if it comes with these or not. I'm gonna have to double check. Or if these are only JP. Yeah. It's so beautiful! So make sure to go check out. I'll drop a link for those of you who need to find it. Gunvolt Enhanced. So that you can check it out. And it comes with, as I said, the limited comes with the OST and all that good stuff. For Switch 2, it is a little bit pricey. It's $116.99. But if you want just the normal Switch 2 one, it's $48.99. And good news, if you don't have a Switch 2, don't worry. You can buy the original trilogy. I'm not sure if it comes with the new story mode or not. Yes, it does. For $48.99 if you get the physical trilogy for the enhanced. For the Switch 1. I'll share the page that has all the options if you want to check it out. Yeah. And there's one other trailer that I wanted to manually pull up real quick. For reasons. It's also the first trailer on the next playlist, so we can consider this having started the next playlist. Yippee! I've seen it on stream, I think, before. We're gonna watch it again. Because there may be new reasons that it's relevant. It's the Hell Maiden! If you're fans of Little Goody Two-Shoes, or if you're fans of Yuri, if you're fans of Dark Games, if you're fans of Dante, all of the many adaptations of Dante, you might like this one, especially if you like retro anime.
God, stronger than I, who comes to rule me, to consume me.
Looks beautiful! And it comes out next week. Next week! Shoot! It comes out, I think, the same day I was gonna do the Nikkei concert, damn it! Anyway.
Tell me all about it. Who are you? It's me, Virgil.
And it's Phoebe! Phoebe voices Virgil! And I forgot to scream about my announcements. If you like Dante's voice at the very beginning, that's Diana Garnett! And then you have Phoebe as Virgil.
Dante?
This entire cast is just really cool. I might be biased.
Dante, I thought I'd never see you again. You have to tell me all about it. Who are you?
God, the game is so beautiful. I've played the demo a lot. I really enjoy it.
Remember me, don't you?
Not a lot of hours, because I haven't had a lot of time, but I've opened it a lot of times.
Wait, Dante, take me with you. Let's go find them then.
Concert seems to be the perfect time to advertise the game. They're not really related though, so it might be the worst. And that's Risa May! Horace is voiced by Risa May, voice actor of our favorite brat, Siwin.
Star sign. Pleiades. We're going to need your blessing, Horace. And what are you doing here? I thought you'd be in heaven by now.
God, the animations are so beautiful.
My blessings aren't for the weak, Dante. Swift and precise. Don't forget. Bravo, Dante. You're unstoppable.
And this is Chisa's voice.
I knew we'd see each other again.
She sounds so warm.
Oh, this is such a thrilling adventure.
Her voice makes my brain very happy.
Allow me to be your muse, Dante.
So pretty.
Dante ETIQUETTE?
That sounds really...
You're lost without my blessing.
That sounds really familiar. That's crazy. for no reason in particular am I excited. That's crazy. And Diana also voices Queen Minos. I love her. Oh ho ho. Oh, but what's this? Oh wow, this also sounds familiar. Wow! Wow! Maybe a little muffled to sound familiar. Oh, Minto! Not Minto! Not Minto! A different name with an M, maybe.
You must live, Dante.
I think Libby Coco is the only one where the voice hasn't been announced yet.
Flame in my chest. I'm following it all the way.
16th of July. So yeah, if that looks up your alley, I am excited. It is coming out next week. So yeah, a lot of reasons to be excited for Hell Maiden. Hopefully that and the concert might be even like back to back one day after another. So next week's gonna be absolutely crazy. I might stream Hell Maiden, or someone else might stream Hell Maiden. I gotta think about it. But yeah, you can rest assured I will retweet a stream of Hell Maiden either way. Yeah, it's been speaking of people who give remote actors opportunities, yippee Hell Maiden. Anyway, I gotta go. I really have to go because I need to cook and eat before the stream. I can't eat doing an EX. I'm gonna make something really quick, but I still need time to cook it and eat it. So I'm gonna be streaming Final Fantasy XIV Tsukuyomi EX in just under an hour. So I hope you guys have fun. And I hope you had fun looking at trailers and talking about Anime Expo, even though it was mostly school days screaming and voice acting screaming. I'm sorry. Yeah. The date of the videos we extended are June 9 and June 23rd in the next playlist. Okay. That's not too bad then. We've improved. We caught up. We got to the next playlist. We can skip Hell Maiden next time too because it's already been done. So actually we might watch it again soon. We'll see. Remember to remove the feed clip. I think it's probably okay. Where it was very brief and didn't show anything, it's probably fine. I'm pretty sure there's been worse in other stuff I played, honestly, so it's probably okay. Probably. If I find out it's not, then we'll find out the hard way, I guess. I might panic and delete it later, but I'm not going to worry for now. That being said, I gotta go. I will drop my links for anyone who's new. Oh yeah, don't forget to check out my merch. I have new summer-themed merch. You can check it out. It's $15.99 for the full set. You get a full-sized bath towel, a keychain, a fridge magnet, and a sticker set. It's a pretty good deal if you want to check it out, or you can buy the parts individually. We also have the PlayAsia summer sale. I recommend checking it out because we have free shipping available until the 20th. So it's a great time to browse and see if anything you've been eyeing is on sale. And if you can get free shipping up to the threshold, you can get PAM merch with free shipping. All right, let me drop the rest of my links aren't working, are they? Oh no. Oh no. Have they not been working this whole stream? Or did they recently die? What's going on? No! 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 My merch promo! My merch promo! Kill me. Kill me. It works, but it's just delayed. Maybe I had to turn it off and on. Anyway, you can check out my merch there. Alright, here's my Twitch, my YouTube. I stream on both. You're more than welcome to watch wherever's most comfy for you. You can browse the rest of the stuff on sale. And I will... Gunvolt I dropped manually, so that's a bit different. I'll see you guys later. I think they're just maybe slow coming through. So I will see you guys later. Does it just not work when I do it, maybe? That's so embarrassing. Why is it not working for me? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm just gonna leave. Bye! Let me find somewhere to raid on Twitch. And on YouTube, we'll raid my waiting room, don't worry. Let's raid Rosie. Rosie is doing Rhythm Heaven, which is fun. So we're gonna raid Rosie. And then we'll raid my waiting room on YouTube. Make sure to read the rules so you don't say anything that'll be weird, okay? And then, yeah, then I'll raid YouTube. Then I have to cook! I'm just gonna make the quickest stir fry known to humanity, but I need time for it to cook. I might have to delay Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna try my best not to, though. I'll try my absolute best. Alright. 15? Yeah! Like, I might have to delay it 15 minutes. I'm not playing 15! No, we can. We can do boy band road trip if you want. Alright, give me a sec. Let's make sure that's gonna work. Hold on. I have the School Days song stuck in my head again. Let's see. Alright, be back soon!